I'm gonna double check my YouTube here. I'm actually a little bit later than I wanted to start on this. That's fine. That's whatever. Alright, YouTube is going. Twitch is going. Let's make sure my Twitter is going the way I want it to be as far as the go live notifications. And it is now raid time for us. It is my static time. So welcome, gamers, to my channel. Those of you who have been here before, whether you have been or not. If you're brand new, well, come on in and enjoy the show. You'll see if this is a good show for you or not. For those who are not familiar with how I do 14 streaming, let me just put my grill quick. Those of you who are not familiar with how I do 14 streaming, I kind of keep my weekends a little more freeform than the Phasmophobia runs that I normally do. Basically, just I'm playing 14 for myself at this point, you know? And, I do pug raids, and, happen to show off some Extreme and Savage. I can show off some of that for y'all. Tonight, what we got, as per the Twitter schedule, is, from now to pretty much the end of static rating time, which should be like 3 or 4 hours, I'll be showing off, our static, the brand new static I just joined in with. We kind of lucked into it. I think if you were watching me last weekend, you probably saw me get into it. I got into voice chat and hashed it out, and we were going to do weekends only rating, Saturday and Sunday evenings. So, yeah, that caused me to adjust my weekend stream times a little bit, for those of you who aren't aware. And, it is what it is,
My friends list.
I don't know if my Discord's too loud for y'all. I'm going to keep that up and going. I don't know if there's a way for you to filter that out from the stream or not. I don't think there is. But, yeah. That's what we got in store for y'all tonight. Go ahead and tune in and watch. We're going to try to prog first P5S, and then we're going to try to move on to P6S, which I have not actually really studied at all. I'm kind of looking at it a little bit. I've actually gone ahead and muted the video just a little bit. Like, I'm kind of looking over the video a little bit, but I don't know if I can really expect us to get that far yet. I hope we do. I really do hope we clear it and get to P6S, but that will be absolutely fresh prog for me. I don't know if I can do good raid callouts for that, but I can try. I don't know if they want me to or not, but we'll try. We'll see what happens. We're going to prog it as a group and learn as a group and just see what happens. I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be fun to really learn some new stuff. There's a lot more going on with P6S than there is in P5. What up?
Hey!
There's a lot of cones, a lot of stacking. I see some plus signs in there. Oof. It's gonna be chaos, but that'll be a fun one. For now, we're gonna just try P5S, and I know that fight well enough that I can definitely do raid callouts, like from start to finish, to stream a thought kind of raid callout almost. Well, that's actually a good idea. I'm gonna be right back and get myself some water while this group warms up.
Alright, that's everyone. Yeah, so everybody's got food and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And might as well get, gear repairs and all that before. Make sure your gear is repaired and all that.
Got my 2 craft pentamelded.
Alright, I am sorry about that. I am back now. Got myself some water. I also have Mountain Dew, but you know what? Water good. We got our whole group filled up. Alrighty. Let's see how this goes. I'm gonna open up my Discord here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Raleigh in here. Did you want me to try doing raid call out for P5S as well? I mean, up to you. I know that pipe pretty well, but I haven't cleared it yet.
I mean, if you can do callouts, because I haven't gone in there, so I don't really know the callouts.
That's actually a good question. Who here has seen it and who hasn't?
Okay,
I've cleared.
Okay, yeah.
But
I've reached Ruby 4.
Ruby 4, Ruby 4.
Ruby Glow 4.
Ruby 4 is
I've seen
good.
Devour.
Alright, you've seen Devour. That's typically where pugs kind of get stuck at first, Devour. I'll probably turn on my push to talk when they're ready for that.
Yeah, I'm still finishing feeding my animals, so
Okay.
just a
You
few
can
more
wait, it's not,
seconds.
whatever. I have a little bit of carrot pudding I can share if you want, but I only have 14 total. Did you want some? I guess for prog it doesn't really matter, so we're
I
good.
have 3 raid accessories on Bastion slot.
Likewise for white mage.
Ah.
No good.
Company action!
Yeah.
That which binds
Alrighty,
us.
I'm done.
Spirit bombing
Okay.
speed. Oh, that's nice of her. Oh, someone probably did that for crafting, probably. Gal did that for crafting, yeah. I bet. Although Gal is an idle shire, so yeah, probably crafting. He's an alchemist. He's just trying to get me crafter materia. I think we're all good.
Is somebody missing the fight?
You should have it, I think. We took you down to the Archeon. We talked to the researcher dudes. Is it showing that we can't get in?
Yeah, that's when I'm like, oh, is
If
somebody
you push,
missing?
if you
not
push
having,
U and go to high
the
end duty.
circle,
Oh,
savage unlocked?
up, there. You're able to see it and then go into it. Yeah, so you have it unlocked. If you don't have this unlocked, you got to go down to the Archeon in the old Charlatan area. Not old Charlatan. Where's it called?
Labyrinthos.
Labyrinthos. That's it. Down there. I think it's actually Aporia.
Yeah, it's
See,
in Aporia.
Yeah, it should be Aporia. You basically go to the area where the spaceship is at. There should be a plus sign quest in there if you don't have it unlocked. Just like talk to some researcher dude. I wonder if we should like establish like a hangout area for our group when we're not actually in the fight.
Maybe cross data center.
Yeah. No, we can cross data centers, no problem. I'm just wondering, is that a thing that statics do? I wonder. Like, that'd be a good way to be social and just kind of hang out.
I'm going to empty main tank this. So you're going to be main tank?
It looks like I might be main tanking. Yeah.
I mean, you're a badass warrior, so why not? I'm sure Jay's a really good gunbreaker too. I think gunbreaker is usually better as an off tank, but it's hard to say. I don't know all the tanks. I just know gunbreaker.
Gunbreaker's hard from all the OGCD you have.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it makes it hard to fit. That's cooldowns in burst windows.
Yeah, I mean, this fight's not bad. I can do either. I've main tanked on the group I queued with.
Oh. Oh, so you cleared it. That's a good thing. You know
Sure
the fight
have.
now. At least
Yeah,
hopefully,
see.
hopefully you know it if you clicked it.
I'm pretty familiar.
Oh, I cannot wait to stop being a potato. But I gotta be stalwart. I have to survive this Halloween curse. It's proper tradition. I gotta be potato till Halloween. It's just not right to do it halfway, I think. Look at my T-pose.
I'm not sure why it's saying that we can't jump in.
How did you put the
somebody's-
settings?
Unless somebody's missing eye level.
Should be 600. Should be 600. We should be fine.
Yeah, are we 610?
614. Oh. I'm geared.
Let's try
Yeah, I was having some weird issues with it the other day when I was trying to figure out how to get it into extreme.
Let's try doing this. Yeah.
If you set it to practice instead of duty completion and set it to duty incomplete, that should get us into it maybe, unless somebody doesn't have it unlocked.
Yeah, I'll toss it to Asa, see if it might work for them. Let's see.
Probably me. I don't think I mean, Salia can be good, but Ninja's supposed to be a better melee right now. The Reaper's supposed to kind of suck. Unless I just start sucking one of the fights. Hey, made it in.
There we go.
Oh wait, I need to set him. No, where's he at? Assign friend group static. I can't do it now because we're in the group. Oh well. It's whatever. I can always set the friends with that shit later. Party members. I'm gonna go ahead and send. I can't do that right now, can I? I'll do it if we ever get out of the lockout. Alright, I guess we should at least set up clocks and shit first, huh? Let's see.
Yep.
Oh, I gotta wait till the circle goes away, right? Oh, Saul, you haven't actually been in here yet, have you?
Nope.
Called out, son. There's no shame in that. Don't worry about it. Fresh prog is a lot more fun than having to see the fight already and being like, okay, here we go again.
Okay. And I'm just gonna go.
I want to mark the tanks with that little sign, so just for the sake of tank busters, because there will be points where you gotta watch out for that. Respect your tanks always. Oh wait.
For the busters, they're all avoidable in terms of DPS shouldn't be moving. It just mean tank runs out.
It's still good. It's still good
the
though.
opening
I'd like to know.
But the opening one could be spicy if we all get pinned in the corner.
Alright,
If
so
tank has like
y'all know
half
your
the
clocks?
cast bar to run out. Just make sure you don't rotate with them.
Alright, y'all know your clocks here?
Yep.
And this is basically off tank and the second leader go over here for light parties. Just keep that in mind. This is your light party group. You're 2s with 2s, 1s with 1s. That's typical setup.
Yep.
I like these marks. I don't know if anybody likes them different. That's just what I picked up from a learning party once, and I think people seem to like them. I don't like them when they're all clustered up personally, because then they're a little bit harder for me to read. But I don't know.
Yeah, this seems to be fine for me.
I believe those are the same ones I have.
They might be. They might be.
Yeah,
I just picked them up from a learning party, and I know some groups do them more clustered, but I like it like this.
Yeah, that's
Alright.
fine.
I'll go ahead and
Oh,
turn up my push to
question.
talk.
Okay, questions. When we are stacking the towers, so
Oh.
ranged and
That's good.
ranged and healers are going to the out, or are we going or we're going tank healers clockwise and range DPS and.
Do you want it for the first set of towers? The first set of towers, I think we're gonna have healers kind of go to the west side and range to the right side, and then you kind of look. Okay, you look clockwise or counterclockwise, right? I think is how it goes.
Yeah.
Melee
Yeah,
DPS are pretty much just always close to the boss.
And same with the tanks, if they would also be close to
If
the boss.
if the roll towers are on D and B and instead, then just like go clockwise. That way tanks can just go to B and DPS can just go to D. The melee DPS that is. That way it's easier. Because I know in the previous plug I had like both the tanks and melee were trying to go to B and suddenly we all died. But just for good measure, we go clockwise. Basically, healers after that first Ruby Glow, I think it is the first roll towers. You pretty much just go to the west side, and range would go to the right side. Healers would kind of look counterclockwise for their tower, and range would kind of look clockwise for their tower. That way you know which one you're going to. I think that's how I've seen it in the videos. I don't know if they necessarily explain it well in videos that I've seen, but that's what it seems like it's been going.
Okay, so for the first for the first towers, let's say we are stacking by rolls. Healers go counterclockwise and DPS go clockwise.
That is actually, yeah, I probably should explain that. We are doing healers with healers and range with range. I think most videos have it mixed. I think it's just easier to keep the healers together, just have role partners together. Oh no, Oswald, you red mage already.
I just wanted to get a drink of the.
He just wanted to get it out of the way.
Why before first ball?
Get it out of the way. All right, shake it. He's just like, all right, I gotta shake it off.
For science. He's doing it for science.
Doing it for science. He's getting it out of the way because he knows he's gonna do it later. Every red mage does it. It's like a badge of honor.
This just reminds me of.
This is
with
a
my
one
old
we don't
FC.
really want to start with. We don't want to start with the.
But let's see.
The puddle is dead.
But yeah, but basically we're gonna have tanks with tanks, melee with each other, healers will stick together, and range will stick together. That way it's just easier. Unless you'd rather. Oh, well, okay. Just to get out of the way. That's a wipe right off the bat. It's just, we're gonna do it. Why not? Yeah, basically, I think it's just easier to just know. Okay, look, where's my healer buddy? Where's my range buddy? Instead of like looking, okay, where's the potato who has shock room or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
The melee just gotta look for each other. The healer, the melee just gotta look for each other. It's what I feel like it makes it easier.
I use a focus target.
Focus target's actually good. That's smart. I haven't thought about that. But for the roll towers after Devour, we're just gonna do I guess I'll put it in chat. ABCD equals THMR. It's kind of like that. So basically, healers will go to B, melee go to C, tank go to A, and then range will go to D or G, whichever one you read it. I guess G's 4. Yeah. Just kind of because they'll be basically on those spots exactly, and that should be how you do it. Just your role partners there for those towers after Devour. We might not get past Devour right away, obviously, but hopefully we do. It's not that hard if you've seen the Brain Dead strat. If I have to explain it, I'll explain it.
Yeah, the Brain Dead strat. I was watching the Brain Dead strat, and it's the same as the Jump Bob strat. Jump Bob has it on a better, cleaner video.
Because it started out with one way to do it, and then everyone realized, oh, this is actually really easy to read, and then they came up with the Brain Dead strat.
Yeah.
June Bob's good too. June Bob and Hector are both good. I've got to look up June Bob stuff somewhere. But
yeah, I just like the visuals from June Bob. They're far more cleaner.
I'll try to call out the safe quadrants for Ruby Glow 3, and to the generally safe areas. I think I've gotten pretty good at reading them. And if y'all think we're good enough to at least see the fight, I'm sure we can go and lift up the tanks.
Alright.
All
I
right.
think we're all ready to go.
But if anybody wants an explanation of a mechanic, I'm free to try to explain it. I'm willing to.
Alright, 15-second countdown for healers. If they need to do anything, healers, dancers.
No.
And I think the standard is 18 for dancers, but I think it's whatever. For prog, it's for
It's
prog.
gonna be me. It's gonna be
Yeah.
Soul.
Soul's in charge. He's got a giant axe.
Nobody saw that.
Nobody saw that. Alright, come to the raid whites first. We're gonna have Sonic Howl and Ruby Glow. I'm gonna try to save my feint for double rush, I think. At least for the first couple. Is the first Ruby Glow that will hit kind of hard. So be ready to shield and heal. Yeah, see? Good time to reprise. The first one should be really easy to read. There's gonna be one save quadrant. It's actually number 2. No, wait, no. Yeah, it's number 4.
2.
Oh no, it is number 2. I was wrong. I trolled it.
Right in the corner of number 2.
I'm reading wrong. That's me. It's been a while since I read it. I'm a little rusty. I haven't plugged this since last weekend.
Okay, yeah, that's okay. Yeah.
But it was 2.
Very, very
I
close.
went with my gut, and then I changed my mind. I should have stayed with my gut.
Oh, hang on,
Buster needs to
sir.
move out. Respect your tanks.
Don't worry, I got your tank.
Yeah, I can heal up pretty quick.
This would probably be a good place for the other feint, actually, now that I think about it. Okay. Now you run to the middle, and we're going to have towers next, so make sure you go kind of towards where you're supposed to be-ish. Melee will be on C. And wait for you wait for like the 8 or the 7, depending on your caster or not. We got our guys figured out? Let's see. If we don't, we'll figure it out later. Alright, everyone's pretty much got that one. Alright, see, it's pretty straightforward. Hopefully y'all familiar enough with that you got it right. I don't know how much I need to call out for that particular part of the fight.
Messed up that one.
There's a tank buster. Here comes the second Ruby Glow. After that. Wait, we got damage down. What? Oh!
Yeah,
I
I think.
The minion was there. Okay, the tank messed it up. Okay.
Yeah.
That's alright.
Don't worry.
It's hard to get the timing of that just right off the bat, and if you haven't seen it before. Here's the second Ruby Glow. This one has double rush. You want to look for the orange crystal first. Kind of go towards that, and then kind of be on his butt side. So.
Pop mitigation right
Yes.
now.
Oh, you're right. Not back protect. You're right. Thank you.
Fuck. Ah.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that. That's my bad. Don't feel bad if you mess that up. I forgot to mention it. Knockback Protect is really easy to forget right there. It's the one part of the fight you need it. I'm sorry.
Don't worry, we are.
It happens. It's sloppy pulls. It's all good. That's an easy thing to forget. I forget it all the time and die. Here's another Ruby Glow. Here's Ruby Glow 3. This is actually a really hard one to read if you're not used to it. It's odd to save first, then evens, and then 2 is the safe zone for the third one. So you go odds, then evens, then you stay in 2, then you run diagonal.
Yeah, okay.
And that's how you clear that particular mechanic. It's okay if you don't get it right off the bat, as long as we kind of learn and read as we go. Sometimes floor tanking is the best way to learn.
Big hills on
Here comes the next to crunch. Next would be Squall and or Surge. At this point, you'd probably, if you're still alive, you'd want to be near your clock position. I guess now it's clocks first. So here's you have to be spread out, and then as soon as you see the green go off, then you run to the middle to bait puddles, and then we run out to healer parties, which will probably die pretty quickly soon.
Yeah, I ran to the wrong side.
Yeah, Group 1 will go to D, and Group 2 will go to B. Well, at least if you just follow where your healer's at, then it matters. Here's Tail to Claw. Tail hits first, and then he does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, delays it, and then 6 Claw. Good to keep that in mind. He does.
It could be other order for that as well.
And here's the Devour. We actually made it to Devour with at least 2 people alive. That's just a start.
Nice.
This is the zigzag strat, which means you just wait for the 2 puddles, and then you run across. You pretty much would start over by 2. One,
puddle,
2, and you run across.
Puddle, now go.
Yeah.
Oh no, I saw you. You got eaten. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention the knockback. I forget it too. I always remember it like at the last second if I do remember it at all. But hey, yeah, double rush. You will need to push your knockback protect pretty much when the cast bar reaches about, I guess, halfway through, maybe 2/3 of the way through.
You don't need it for when he goes out because you're behind him. It doesn't hit you with knockback. Yeah. You can wait till he goes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Gonna start behind him for the mechanic.
That's good. Pretty much at the end. Pretty much near the end of the cast. As long as you have it off by then, you should be safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, great pull.
And of course, with Warrior, if I pop my inner release at the right time, release as a knockback prevention.
No, I mean, if you really want to, you could like not knockback protect. You could kind of stand in the middle of the arena and then let yourself get knocked back on purpose. But it's just so much easier to go ahead and just do the knockback protect. Just go ahead and do it. So much faster, especially for your casters.
I have like double knockback protection.
Alright, that's a good pull. We actually saw Devour, even if we weren't all alive for it. That's fine. I messed up a little bit on the callouts. Sorry about that. Yeah. I'm still getting used to the fight too.
Plus, it takes me like a few moments to figure out the pace and whatnot.
The first couple of pulls are always going to be sloppy when you haven't done it in a couple days or a week. How dare you screw up callouts? Aw, you bad potato. Hey now. I actually did say something. Just late. Someone. Usually Soul tries to catch what I mess up. Or Jay, I think, caught it this time actually. Somebody caught it. I wasn't sure who. I'm still getting used to y'all's voices.
No, I confused because I was supposed to say meat. I confused meat with knockback immune.
Oh yeah, that'll happen.
So I just said
meat,
and I was really shortcut.
All right. We all got our first pull jitters out of the way, I hope. It's up to the tank for when it's ready to pull or not. I mean, if I'm chatting too much, go ahead and start a countdown timer. You can just go ahead and cut me off. I don't mind. I won't be insulted. And boom. Alright. We get to the raid wides next. It always starts out with a Sonic Howl. I'll go ahead and feint this, because then it should be back up in time for double rush.
I have Addle.
You can stack them, actually. You can stack Addle and feint. You just can't stack 2 feints.
Yeah.
Here's the first Ruby Blow. It hits a little bit hard. Every Ruby Blow kind of hits hard. Alright, the first one's really easy to read, as long as I don't mess it up again. It should be, actually 1 is safe.
1.
Just go all the way to the corner.
So
don't touch the green puddles.
Where I am, Soul.
Yeah, you can do that.
Because then you can take a couple steps over afterwards.
Yep. DPS and healers just kind of stay where we are and wait for the tanks to do their thing. They should step out for the buster.
See all the extra wiggle room you have over there?
There's the tank buster on Soul. There we go. Now we are free to move out towards where your towers should be if you want to move.
The second tank buster doesn't cleave as well.
Yeah, the second. Yep, correct.
So you have to get close out.
Now melee kind of go to see, and melee is going to be on B. Tanks will just stay where it should be normally. Looks like range can be a number 1, and healers can go to the other one. Go in like now. You haven't already? As long as you go in by like the 8th, you should be safe. There's another tank buster. Mash and then crunch. Okay. I didn't mess up that time with the call out at least.
Yep.
Notice that this fight goes so much slower than Extreme. You can really predict it a lot easier. Here comes the second Ruby Glow though. It might hurt a little bit.
One, I'm popping Temperance.
There we go. Remember, go towards the orange crystal, and then you try to figure out where his butt's going to be after that. Alright, we can be away from the orange now. We're safe here on this side. Not back protect.
Pop.
I almost forgot.
Back now. Not back now.
Wait.
What are you doing, Soul?
Oh, flying.
You're fine. You're a
I
tank.
fly.
Here's a good Sonic out. I actually forgot to faint, but we were still alive, so we're good. That's cool. Sorry, healers. Next should be the Ruby.
Also, I always pop Temperance for Ruby Glow too. So
Here's Ruby Glow 3. This one's a lot more chaotic, but it's pretty easy to read once you get the hang of it. I'll try to call it out. It's always evens or odds first. Alright, it's going to be odds first is safe, and then you'll go evens. And then you'll want to go to 1 after that. So odds, evens, and then number 1. Odds, evens,
Oh shit.
and number 1. Then run diagonal, really fast. Yeah, there it is. That's okay to die there. It makes sense. That is actually the hard mechanic for me. It wasn't really Devour, it was more this mechanic for myself.
Yeah,
So, no shame in dying.
I love cast times.
Right, cast time, aren't they awesome? That's exactly why I like to stay melee. It can be a really hard mechanic to learn.
That was quite the moment with the Primal Ren, Temperate Primal Ren. So bad. It's just
Okay.
flying.
So for those who need a little help with reading, I'm going to try to call it out. But what's going to happen for the first one, it'll be either evens or odds will be safe. Then it does the opposite. Like just look for where they drop.
If
Right?
you guys want for not learning strats, you could mark. We could just give Jay private marker y'all can follow because for
Leave
every
Dorito.
Ruby Glow, we could just just group it.
Pretty much.
If you want to do like
Yeah.
0, if you'd rather look for a person rather than look for a mechanic until y'all are very very comfortable with it.
But I will at least explain it for now. Is like if the crystal drops here on 2 first, then you know the safe spot is going to be 3, right? Well then the second one, it won't be safe. You have to go to, you start in 3 if the crystals go in 2 first, and then you'll run over to 2. Then you got to look for the third one, which I will try to call out. It'll be one of the quadrants to be safe at that point. You see 3 drop down. If you miss the drop down, or if you can't read the drop down, look for the quadrant that has 2 crystals at that point, and that'll be your safe area for the third explosion. And then you always just run diagonal for the 4th one. Not sure if I explained that the best, but basically it's evens or odds, then the opposite. Then you have the 1 safe spot, and you just run diagonal. You pretty much only need to know the first one and the third one. Yeah, Jay's correct. Big Trick is watching for the 3rd set and finding it. You pretty much only need to know the first one and the third one. So you either do evens or odds, and I'll try to call out the safe one, and you go to the opposite, and you go to the safe area from there. Only 1 quadrant will be safe, but then you run diagonal from there. If I do talk a little too fast, I'm sorry. My brain tends to go fast, and my mouth tries to catch up. I'm kind of stupid like that.
No worries.
Don't worry. Hey, but still, we actually did really well with Ruby Glow too. So hey,
Ruby Glow 2, we did good. And I forgot to feign it, but we still survived it. So good job, healers. You're both really awesome.
Thank you.
Alright, gonna start pulling again.
Alrighty. Ruby Glow 3 is a pretty good point to expect to wipe to, so it's not. Don't feel ashamed about that one. It's hard to read until you get used to it. Unless you have someone that's really good at callouts, which I probably am not. Alright, so we have the raid wides first. Well, the raid wide Sonic Owl. I wouldn't faint that. Go ahead and add all if you want. And the first Ruby Glow.
Can I pause with that?
Pretty easy to read. Gotta look for the 1 quadrant that is safe. It looks like it's gonna be number 1. Yeah.
It's number 1, right? Deep in the corner.
Yeah,
Yep.
all the way in the corner, and don't touch the green if you can avoid it. Because it'll put a nasty dot on you. And although the healers can save you, it's going to take a lot of resources to do that.
And we are kind of scrambling for resources because there's going to be a double tank buster right about now.
And remember, tanks will run out, so don't run out with them. Stay here.
You can go out for main tank.
You can follow the off tank. You can follow the off tank. Just don't follow Soul. All right, it's safe to move out from here, pretty much. Now go towards where your roll tower should be. Be ready for that. We haven't messed that up yet too much, except for the tanks, and that's whatever. Looks like tanks should go on B, and melee should be on C, and the healers and ranger just left and right. All right. One now. Did we resolve that one? Okay. All right. Not bad. Not bad. Got another tank buster coming out. Make sure you respect your tanks. Don't want to get smushed. You don't want mashed potatoes in this raid. There's a stock that crunch. That one's physical. Alright, double rush Ruby Glow should come next. Ruby Glow 2 should be the next mechanic.
Popping Temperance now.
Yep, go ahead. And remember, look for the orange crystal first. That's pretty much where we're going to hang out. And then you gotta look for his butt. Alright, we're going to start on the safe side. Not back protect. Yeah, not back protect. And then you're good to go ahead and finish off your burst. On a cow. I forgot to faint again because I'm bad. I'll get it eventually, I promise. Here's Ruby Glow 3 coming up next though. Now Ruby Glow 3 is still chaotic, still hard to read.
I forget that that's so long after.
Yeah, it is. I'll try to call it out. The safe spots. Oh wow, we are almost. Oh, that was close. Ooh. Alright. Odds is safe. Then, so you start in odds, go to evens, and then you can go to stay in 2, it looks like.
1, 2, 2, 4.
Yep. Odds to evens, stay in 2, then run diagonal.
Awesome!
And look at that. Hey, we're gaming. We're gamers. All right. We're gaming. Proggers. As they say. As the tank buster again. A second tank buster. Now the next mechanic should be go to your clocks. It should be kind of the surge. Okay, healer groups first to get to your healer group. And then after the green goes off, we run middle to bait puddles.
And cardinals.
Now, go middle, bait puddles, and run to your clocks. Like, not all the way out, you just have to be far enough away from each other.
Oh, wait. Are we switching clock positions, Jay?
I'd assume, but...
Okay, he's going to do tail to claw, so be in front of him.
From where you want to face north.
And then as soon as that goes off, run through, like now, like immediately. But some of us did get hit. It was a really fast mechanic, so until you're used to it, that's okay. Here's Devour, we're all alive for it at least, at the start. Delay your burst if you have burst. You start by the 1, he's going to do zigzag. So 2 puddles in, and we'll just run across. So start over here by the 1. And as soon as you see the second puddle happen, 1, 2, now sprint and run. Oh, somebody got hit. Oh no. Just you got to be careful about how big those are. Then after that, after that last one, you just go to your tower. It's okay if you get hit. It's okay to mess this up. This is the main plot point that people mess up on at first until they're used to it.
So what we can do for this as well?
Yeah.
We have. Soul, do you want to invuln for what? We have to feed them off this. So tanks normally feed off theirs, and someone will pop invuln.
That is correct. Tanks have to let that let that ad happen. That's correct.
If one of the other people call, because we have a ranged at D, healers at C, melee at B, I believe, or whatever.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what the pangs are. If you call out where you're respectively dead at, since second tank doesn't have anything to do because we're letting the slime spawn at A, I can go and fill in to soak for your tower as well. So if you die, if one person gets hit, it's fine. If 2 people get hit, we're gonna have slime spawn.
Yeah, that's a problem.
That's true. The other tank can do fill. That's why you want to do it.
Correct. Man, it's what most parties do. Yeah. Or it's what the pug strats for at least.
Hmm?
For Devour too, there's the poison puddles. You'll see a lot of people are saying don't touch them. They don't do much damage. Just
you can touch them. I mean, you don't have to touch them. You should be able to have the room to move, but it's just more important to get across.
Because if you're waiting for after a second jump, you have enough time that you can sprint, hit from like 2 to 4, then make it back with still the sprint timer.
That's correct. So I'll go and say it out loud just in case some people aren't familiar with the brain dead stat exactly. The way it works is he has 2 patterns, and I think we've talked about it a little bit in the Discord. Is he does zigzag or clock. Like he'll start like if this first one's at number 1, we'll start at number 3. We'll kind of be out here. At least in melee range, we still is fine, but we'll just be diagonal from it. And then it'll go from 1. Then the second hit will be on number 2. The zigzag will go up towards the A. And if you see that happen, then you know all you gotta do is wait for the second puddle to go off, and then you run diagonal from 3 all the way to 1. You just sprint and you just run, and everything will miss you. And they're really big circles, so you still kind of gotta adjust it so you don't get exactly hit. But it's pretty much all you gotta do for the zigzag. You just run straight across from 3 to 1. If it's the circle pattern, which goes from 1 to 2, and then the third hit will be on number 3, we'll actually shift and start on the number 4 corner. And as soon as that first puddle goes off on number 1, we'll run into the number 1. We'll wait for 4 puddles to happen, so you'll go all the way around 4 times, and then we'll run across from 1 to 3. Like it's pretty much the exact same as zigzag, just we wait for 4 puddles and we run across from a different spot. And until you get the hang of understanding how the patterns look and where you start from, when you run to, you're pretty much just running diagonal from one spot all the way across, and it's just a matter of when you start running. At the zigzag, you would start from diagonal exactly and just run across after 2 puddles. Circle, you do have to shift a little bit so that you start pretty much from where he started, and then run across from there after the 4th puddle. It's really straightforward. Once it finally clicks, it's a lot more simple than it looks. It's just a lot happening at once.
Yeah.
So if anybody has any questions, go ahead and ask. But I'm good for the poll. You can probably follow Jay. I think he has at least figured this out. If you can't see potatoes, that's fine.
Oh yeah. So, are we switch when? Oh, I was just gonna ask
We'll
about.
figure it out.
Yeah, active tank's always north in my opinion, but if you really want to,
No, that's fine.
Yeah, we can boot true north if you want.
That's all I needed was just like.
That's cool. I guess we didn't clarify.
I'll feint this. I feint the first tower. Then my feint will be up again for double rush if I remember to use it.
Press the wrong cooldown.
Oh, that always sucks. As Ruby Glove for number 1. Seems like we haven't messed this one up yet, except for my bad shout out earlier. Looks like 1 is safe again. He likes number 1 today.
And now we can be comfy.
Oh yeah, it's a lot more space here.
Yeah.
A lot more space in this one. I like this one better. Well, make sure you respect your tank. Number 1's probably going to run out in a minute. He'll have a tank buster on him. You don't want to be near that. You get a nasty little bleed.
Yeah.
And if you want to run out other than him, you're safe to move. Casters probably don't want that. That's fine. I respect that. You have that cast times. And kind of go towards where your roll tower should be. Be ready to adjust for it. It has to be in a different spot. There it is. Looks like tanks will be on B. Healers in melee, healers in range are pretty much where you're supposed to be. Range on number 1 and healers in number 4. Go in kind of now. It's okay to go in a little early. Like an extra tick is not going to be a problem for the healers here. The towers don't hurt that much.
Okay.
Here's a tank buster. Yep. All right, we're going to go to the second Ruby Glow. As soon as he actually starts casting it. He's a little bit slower than Barbaricia, that's for sure. Delay my burst, okay.
Ping Temperance now?
Yeah, go ahead. There you go. Good call. Remember, look for the orange stone, and then look for his butt. So here's the orange side. And we gotta start with the orange, and then run through right after. You're ready to run, knockback protect now. As soon as he dashes, we're gonna run through the wall. Go through. And we're safe here. And now you can burst all you want. He does a Sonic Howl here. I did forget to feint, actually. Again. I promise I'll get it one of these days. That's okay, I saw you, we all forget sometimes. So with that, Ruby Glow 3 is coming up next. I'm going to try to call out the safe quadrants, not where they're exploding. Good time for that. Yeah, good call. We're going to start with odds is safe, and then evens. And then 2 is safe. So start with 3, and then go to 2 and stay in 2. So 3, go to 2, stay here, and then run diagonal after that. Now. There we go. We're starting to get the hang of it. Some of it is still messing up a little bit, and that's okay. It's a hard one to read. Is it at the tank buster, I think? Yeah. And then we're going to kind of go towards your clocks, because that's about to be a thing. Alright, he's going to do surge or healer groups first. And then as soon as the green goes off, we bait puddles mid. Now go mid, bait puddles, and then run to your clocks after. Now go clocks. Alright, nobody got hit. Good job, guys. See, proggers. Hail the claw, be in the front of him. As soon as that hit goes off, as soon as the hit goes off, run through now. Alright, nobody got damage down. That was nice and quick, nice and smooth. Good job, guys. Here's Devour. We're all alive for Devour. Hey, that's prog. We start on 4. He's doing the zigzag pattern. So we'll start at the 4. Make sure you delay your burst, by the way, if you have burst ready. Start at 4. And then as soon as you see 2 puddles happen, we're going to run across the 2. Now, sprint and run. Just run all the way to 2. You might get hit if you don't...
I got nicked.
Yep. Until you get used to exactly where the explosions happen, you'll probably get nicked a couple times. It's fine. Yep. And we're supposed to go to our puddles after that, but we were all kind of dead, so I didn't bother to say anything. You kind of see how it's supposed to go, as long as you get used to where the circles are kind of going to be at, because they're pretty big. All you pretty much have to do for zigzag is just run right across after 2 puddles. You probably have to be all the way out of the corner, I bet.
Yeah. I'd recommend too. Don't try to go wide. Just go straight through the puddles, because like the boxing on the Devours, it's
you can
big.
pretty much run straight through the middle.
Yeah.
Like what I normally do is I stay on the right side of the line. Like you see, like look, there's lines on the floor. I normally try to stay on the right side of the diagonal line and just kind of run straight towards the other side. I just kind of follow the line on the right side of it. That's pretty much all I do. And I didn't get clipped. I just died to the puddle. I just died to the roll tower, so I at least have some idea of what I'm doing with the Devour a little bit, I think. I hope. I would recommend...
Right at the last moment.
Oh yeah, it can happen. I would recommend not doing something like Shikuchi or Dash. I would recommend just sprinting and running. That should get you all the way through, because some of the explosions will happen in the direction you're going. You don't want to go too fast, but you also got to go quickly, otherwise you'll get chomped on anyway. So I would just say sprint and run, and that should get you across.
And down again.
We might get circle pattern this time and just throw off everything we just practiced. Circle pattern's also pretty simple. It's pretty much the exact reverse. Alright, here comes the Sonic Howl first. I'm gonna feint for that, because it's right there in my opener. I got room for it in my opener anyway, so I might as well. Here's the first Ruby Glow, shield and heal.
Okay.
Remember, there's just going to be one safe quadrant. We just basically go to the corner. It's not 1, it is actually number 4. It's very comfy, too. Remember here, if you do get caught out of position and you have to like run around all these different stones to get to the right side, just make sure you don't touch the green spot and you're golden. On top of the tank buster, it's about to come up. There'll be room to move out though, don't worry. And to stay away from soul, and we're good. There you go, you can move out as much as you want here. I like to move from my positionals, because I'm a melee like that. Freaking positionals, man. Kind of move towards your roll towers, make sure you are ready to move for that and adjust for that. Remember, healers start in the left corner. Looks like it's pretty much exactly where it's supposed to be. Tanks go north, and melee go south, and range to the right, and healers to the left. Go in now. Hey, we haven't messed that mechanic up yet. I'm actually really proud of you guys. Here's a tank buster. I've actually seen a lot of pub groups mess that up, so it's really nice to see it not happen. And here comes the second Ruby Glow up next. I like to delay my burst, or like right after the double rush happens, but that's up to you guys. I'm gonna delay it myself. Here's the Ruby Glow cast.
Nice barrier.
Reference popping right now.
There we go. Remember, we're looking for the orange crystal. And then we gotta watch for his butt. Which will figure which way we want to stand first. Okay, we stand on the orange side first. Knockback protect.
Immune.
Run through. And wait for it. And we're basically alive. You were a little bit slow, that's okay. The timing's a little tight. I forgot to faint as well. That sucks. I keep doing that. I have it just right in time to ready for that. Oh well. I'll get it. Alright, but we basically survived that except for one little hiccup, and that's okay. Nothing to be ashamed of. Here's another Ruby Glow. Ruby Glow 3. This one's the harder one to read. It's a little chaotic until you get used to it. Odds are saved first. It's the same pattern as last time, actually. Odds to evens, stay in 2, and then you run diagonal. So odds, start in 3, or 1, either way, then go to 2, stay in 2, and then run diagonal. Nice and fast. There you go. Look at that. We all made it. I think y'all will get the hang of reading that. That's not too hard now, right? Here's another tank. The other half of the tank buster. Be kind of towards your clocks. Be ready for spread in case we have to. It's just so much easier if you're already in your spread position. Okay, yeah, we got a spread, so be in your clock.
Spread.
Wait for the green to go off, and then go middle. Okay, go middle, bait puddles in the mid, and then run out to light parties. Look at that, we got that nice and smooth. Well done. Front and back, so stay in the front. Tail goes off first. As soon as that tail hits, run through. Now, we did get 1 damage down in there, but that's alright. It's a really snappy mechanic. Alright, he's going to start on 2, so we're going to start on 4.
See? You called it. So actually we're going to start at 1 here.
It is circle, yeah. 1, 2, so go towards the 2 now. 3, 4, now sprint and run across.
Okay.
And then be ready for roll towers. 1 more explosion, there we go. And then you go to your roll towers after that. That's fine. I wasn't necessarily watching the mechanic as hard as I should have. I should have called out the circle strat. But well done there, Raw. I think your name is Raw. One of our healers. Ranona, yeah, that's it.
That's Ra.
Oh, I finally lived through Devour for once.
Well, that was good. That was an example of a circle strat. The way that one went off was we started a diagonal, and someone called it out, and I forgot to call it out. It was a circle strat, so we wanted to shift to the left. Then as soon as that first puddle went off, we ran into where that first puddle was at. So basically, if Devour had been here, and we started at 4, right, we would have shifted to 1, and then as soon as that first puddle happened, we would have run into the 2. Then you wait for the 4th puddle, and then you run straight across. That was the correct way to do it right there.
Yeah.
I think it's really easy to get clipped.
Yeah.
It's really easy.
So for the circle one, so you start you start exactly in the pizza slice where the 4th bite is.
That's correct. Yes, you want to start basically where the 4th hit would be.
Yes.
Because if Devourer starts at number 1, he goes 1, 2, and then 3 and 4, exactly like our waymarks are. And so you would want to start at the 4.
Indeed. So
and then you run into the 1.
You move, yeah. Afterwards, you move into where the first bite was, and
yes.
wait until Carbuncle goes to the 4th bite. And
that is correct. Then run across.
Wait until he goes to the 3rd bite and go run across.
Exactly. You got
When
it.
you're running from 4 to 2, I'd strongly recommend you go from like 4 to D to C to 2, straight through, puddles and all.
Oh yeah, you can do that.
I circle, whenever he's jumping for the 2, it's like about here. Like it's
Oh yeah.
Not very forgiving.
It's really easy to clip until you get used to it. If you have to run through the green puddles, if you feel like you have to, go ahead. It's not going to kill you, probably. Probably.
No,
But,
no. It isn't going to kill you unless you actually get clipped.
oh yeah, you get clipped. If you get clipped, you'll die. But what
Also,
I like to do is, I like,
take anyway. It's not
like if
bad.
I'm running from 3 to 1, I'll just kind of like be like right here, and I kind of just follow the line. Like I don't even I don't shift left or right too much. I just follow the line. And that can get you good. Like if you have to adjust a little bit, you can strafe as you run. That works fine. You shouldn't get clipped. But I mean, whatever works for you, right? No questions.
Do you guys know the stack and spread for like Ruby 5?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Probably if you want to show that off right now.
So for Ruby 4, you're gonna get the rooms are gonna split in half, and then I believe it's Ruby 5s. You get the 4 quadrants.
Yep.
But we get waymarks. So let's just say we're using this quadrant. You're gonna have you're gonna take your.
Kind of like this.
Does Hector do? I think Hector actually has this really good.
But this is Ruby 5 actually. Ruby 4 is the you change 2 puddles to green.
Yeah, Ruby 4 is easy. Ruby 5 is the tight one.
Yeah, Ruby 5 is the second prog point that comes after Devour, the one that people get, the wall basically that people get stuck at next. Basically, what's going to happen is there'll be 4 quadrants. They're going to be flipped into 4 quadrants. There'll be 2 topaz crystals and 2 green crystals. We kind of split into light parties. We wait next to the orange crystals, and then as soon as those go off, we run into that quadrant with our light parties, and then we're going to spread kind of like this, where the range will be at 4 in the corner, the healers will be at 3 in the middle, the tanks will pretty much just stay at 2,
Correct.
and then melee kind of go into the cleavage there at 1 for the uptime.
After individuals get hit, then everyone stacks on healers.
Yep. It's basically
base, and everyone runs on top of boss after.
Yes, it is basically the clock position, bait puddles, and then you spread, then you light party. So this is how we spread for that mechanic during the green puddles happening. So we just spread like this. Green will go off, and then we all run to 3 where the healers are at. So they don't have to move. We'll bait puddles where the healers are at, and then we'll run into the melee spot for the stack with light party part. It can be a lot at once happening at once. There's a lot of movement you got to get just fine-tuned just right. But it is pretty simple. You just have to split up, spread out, bait puddles, and then light party stack. And then after Ruby 5, that's pretty much... If you can get Ruby 5, you basically win.
Ruby 6 can be awkward for tanks if you get like the... I think there's 2 spawns.
Double puddles up there.
Ruby 6, you can mess up on that. You can trip up on it, but it's like tripping up on like Ruby 2 or Ruby 4. It's not hard. You can do it.
No. There's because tank has to run out Tank Buster, and depending on the green pattern, there's one where you have to like split the center of them as they're coming out.
Like I wouldn't say you can't mess it up, but it's definitely one of the easier parts of the fight. I would say. I say once you get past Ruby 5, those are the hard. Devourer and Ruby 5 are like the hard walls that it looks like pugs get stuck at, which is fair. They're hard. There's a lot going on at once on both mechanics. There's a lot of positioning and pretty precise. So it makes sense. I'll set up the waymark spec. Just remember, tanks pretty much stay in their own like little corner, pretty much, with the green circle, but like in this little slice. Healers go in the middle, and range go in the corner, and we melee just kind of go into the cleavage. We each have one spot. Green happens, we group up our puddles, and then we stack up with the melee spot. If that makes sense. that would be Ruby 5 though. That's after Devour. That's like 2 phases forward. Does anybody need any extra help with Devour figuring out Devour out? Because it looks like most of y'all are at least reading it, even if we're getting clipped. Which is that's just a matter of like minor adjustment, getting used to not being clipped.
Yeah. It's all about timing.
Oh yeah, timing, exactly. Alright, we're good. Oh, food check. And if any of y'all need repairs between pulls, I can do that.
I can do that too, so we are all covered in that.
Oh yeah, we're all good.
Yeah.
We all Gucci. Alright, here comes the first Sonic Howl. Yep, there it is. I'll fake right there in my opener. There's the first Ruby Glow. Alright, this one's really easy to read. We've got this one down pat, I think. Knock on wood. Looks like 1 is the safe spot again. He really likes this corner.
And he's very comfy.
Oh yeah, it's a very comfy corner, yeah. Just be mindful of the tank buster that's about to come out. We got time. Soul will move out and we can just hang here, and if we out will die, it's because Soul messed up.
Wow.
We had to put it on the tank, right? Alright, tank buster, you're all free to move out. The tank buster happened. If you all want to move towards your towers and get ready for that, go ahead. We've actually had it really easy with towers so far. I like that. Yeah, looks like tanks are going to be at D. Healers and melee, healers and range are going to stay where they are. Melee are going to be where they are. Only tanks have to adjust. Man, it really is all on you guys today, isn't it? Alright, go in. There we go. See, we got the towers. We're golden. We're Gucci. Tank buster on J. Here comes the toxic crunch. That's the physical one. Alright, next should be a Ruby Glow 2. That's the double rushman one. I personally like to delay my burst till after this. If y'all want to start doing the same thing, that's cool. I'm gonna do it either way. Although I did sweet jump by mistake. Oops. Alright, look for the orange crystal. And then you look for his butt. There's the orange crystal. Which way is he gonna go? He's gonna go this way, so we can stay over here. Knockback protect. And there we go, we got the burst going off now. We're all Gucci. Gotta stop using that word. Forgot to faint again, but we got Sonic Howl coming out. There it is. I think you healers are definitely on the ball with all these Wade Wides going out. Really awesome, guys. Another is Ruby Glow 3. Ruby Glow 3. We've got to watch for the safe one. Gonna start with evens this time. And then we go to odds, and then it looks like 3 is the safe quadrant for the third hit. So start on 2, go to 3, and stay in 3. Go to 3 now. Stay here. And run diagonal. Hey, there we go. Look at that. Nobody got damaged down or anything. Tank buster going out. Be ready in your clocks. At least be ready to move to them. Know where you're at. I know I get turned around pretty easy. Healer groups first, so start on B and D. Wait for the green. Here it comes. Here's the green. Go middle, bait puddles, and then run out to your clocks after. Now. And make sure you kind of stay spread out. It hasn't happened yet. Stay spread out. There it is. Okay, he's going to do tail first, so be in front of him. And run through immediately now. Okay, we still got 1 damage down on the healer, but that is okay. Y'all will probably slide cast in a little bit. No shame in that, as long as we're keeping people alive. We got start on 1 with Devour. We have circle strat. So we actually go ahead and shift over to 2. So start from the 2, and as soon as that first explosion happens, we run into the 3. Now, go into 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now sprint across. All the way to 1.
Ah, fuck. Alright, okay.
Now go to your roll towers if you're still alive. Whether you die or not, we're gonna wipe. Maybe not. Okay, I'm dead. We got tanks and healers alive, I think. Yay.
So
That's
you
prog.
can recover from this even with 2 slimes. We just need raid wides. If we have healers alive for this, it is possible, but
Yep.
Yeah.
It's better, of course, not to have any at all.
Keep pulling.
We're getting there. It's good. I'm still seeing a little bit of chaos during the running. That's okay.
Yep.
Pretty much the way I've been trying to do it is when I'm ready to be safe. Like if I want to be safe in Devour. Like let's say for example that circle strat. Let's say that the Devour's first mark was on number 4, so we kind of started over here at first, right? And then we saw that it was circle, so we shifted over to the 3. You can kind of stand like at the corner of the marker. And then as soon as you see the 4th hit go off, and I should be calling that out hopefully quick enough, then you sprint and just run straight across and kind of run parallel to this diagonal line that we have here on the floor. I didn't even have to shift. You just kind of like start at this corner and just kind of run straight across to the 1. Like as soon as you see, he'll start from number 3. Like he hits number 3, then he hits number 4, then he hits number 1, and then he hits on number 2. And at that point, I think that's the order. At that point, you're able to run from 3 all the way to 1 and be safe. You should be able to, at least for the circle strat. But I mean, it just takes some time reading it and getting used to it. You pretty much have to run in a straight line, you should be fine. Oof, definitely need some water there. Oof.
Yeah.
But we're getting progress, we're getting used to it. It just takes a lot of seeing it, you know? There's nothing wrong with dying to a mechanic as long as you are slowly figuring it out as you go. Sometimes the best way to learn is the floor tank. Here's the first raid wine. I'm going to feint that. Tempted to put a macro up for that one. For my feint. Alright, there's Ruby Glow 1. Looks like you healers were definitely ready for that. The safe spot is yet again on number 1. Alright.
I can't be one.
I know, right? You're like bringing us over here. Just taking our crown buckle for a little walk over here. That's all we're doing. Alright, remember the tank will run out, and just have to watch for that to happen first. There it is. Feel free to use positionals. Feel free to move out to your roll towers as much as you need. Nicely done, everybody on the positioning so far. Ready for those roll towers. Here they come, almost now. There we go. Looks like tanks on D, and everyone else is basically where they're supposed to be. Remember to run in when you see about 7 or 8 bubbles. Like about now. You can run in a little early if you have to. Healers should be able to handle you. Tank Buster. Alrighty. There's the Toxic Crunch. Alright. The physical one. Alright, we're about to go into Ruby Glow 2. Healers are pretty awesome about being prepared for that. Here's Ruby Glow 2.
Pumping Temperance now.
Yep. And remember, we're looking for the orange crystal. And then we're going to look for his butt. Here's the orange crystal. We be on the orange side first.
Not backing you now.
I'm fainting and not backing, yep. Run through. I almost didn't, I forgot. Okay, we're all good. And actually, remember my feint this time? I'm good. Here's another AoE. Hopefully that helps y'all out a little bit. Only 10%, but hey, every little bit counts. Is this at the 3rd Ruby Glow? Hopefully my callouts are helping y'all with this so far. Remember, it's going to be evens or odds first, and then just opposite. We're going to start on evens, and we'll run to 3, evens to odds, and then 3 is a save point again. So go to start on 2, and then run to 3 and stay there. Go to 3. Stay in 3. And run diagonal. Alright, we got that down.
There.
We did get tipped a little bit, but that's okay. Here's the Tank Buster. Make sure you respect your tanks. Be ready near your clocks. Be ready to do that. Just in case, it might be. It's healer groups first. So B and D. I was actually in the wrong part with the clocks. There you go, run middle, bait the puddles. Then run out to your clocks. Am I in the right spot? I am, okay. Front and back. Okay, so tail, he's gonna do the tail first, so be in front of him. Then as soon as that goes off, you run through. Now, it's a very snappy mechanic, you gotta be really quick with it. Okay, here's Devour, he's gonna start on 4, so we're gonna start over here on 2. 1, 2, he's gonna do zigzags, we just gotta stay here for 2 puddles. You're ready to run. We'll do 1, then 2. 1, 2, sprint and run across. Run all the way to 4. Don't go too fast or too slow. Pretty much,
Clip.
yeah, it'll happen.
Too fast there.
To get used to that pace, it can take a little time to get used to that. That's alright. Good job, Fila, making it through. Looks like Renona got clipped a little bit there. Oh, no, yeah, you just got eaten.
Yeah.
There you go. Smush. Why not, right? Oh, Oswald lived too. Well done. Or did you get rest? Looks like our range managed to pull this off. Good job, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, we're learning, Jet.
Y'all are impressive.
Yeah, I think I was a little too fast there. Ran
Yeah,
out a little
pretty
too
much you
early.
want to start, like, as soon as he goes untargetable, go ahead and pull back to the waymark itself. Then you can see the explosions go off that you need to count, like 1 and 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, whichever one it is. Then as soon as you're ready to run, you run. Because he's not targetable anyway, you don't got to worry about uptime during Devour, and we're delaying our burst till after if we have any burst, so... Like, in fact, I've been delaying my burst at the double rush till after the rush, after he rushes across twice, and then I go into my burst, because I figure the Devour phase, we're not bursting anyway, so I just delay it early. That's just me. I mean, that's just optimization. Doesn't have to be perfect.
Oh.
They're probably...
I think Asa just said that they were going. They
Uh,
stepped away.
Yeah, I think Richland had an AFK there. Okay. Don't ignore the bolt. There we go. Oh no! Whoa!
Sorry.
That's alright. That's alright.
Never action. I just saw one and I just pressed.
Yeah.
You're like, wait a minute, shit! Good time coming back, I saw it. Just the time to see your death.
I looked back and like I looked over at like the chat and I saw like bio and it's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Away. Okay, so it's like gotta rush to stop the
Give
countdown,
me a little
like,
moment. She
stop
stepped
it,
away
like,
too, because
1
I guess she
second.
saw the bio and yeah. Y'all missed it and she caught it. Oh, she's back now, okay.
Alright, we're all good now.
We all Gucci now, yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's like that gif of Donald Glover walking in with pizza.
It
I mean,
happens.
it's
We're all
not
having fun.
until somebody accidentally pulled.
We're all gamers here. We're all getting used to each other too a little bit. That's okay. Got our fun group. I'm gonna put my feint out. There we go.
Handle.
Here comes the first Ruby Glow. Alright, watch for the save quadrant. He's been locking one. Let's see if he's over here or not. He's not. He's on number 3. Watch out for the green puddles. Don't touch it. Really dangerous. You can kind of green if you walk around the green, just don't touch the green. There we go, all the way in the corner. This is not a comfy spot at all, is it? Okay, Tank Buster's gonna move out, so stay here. There he goes. It's okay to move with number 2, just don't fall on number 1. Alright, go out to your clock positions. Or like, well, not clock, but like your roll tower spots. Alright, looks like healers will probably be on 3. Yeah. Everyone else pretty much stays where they're supposed to be. Go in. Oh no, Ranger on 2. I missed that. Good job though. Y'all were on it. Tank Buster going out. It's hard for me to see the whole arena for everybody there. That's the tank toxic crunch. Alright, we're gonna go into the Ruby Glow 2 with Double Rush. Yep. Here it is. There we go. Good job. We're gonna look for the orange crystal. Go there first, and then we're gonna look for his butt. Go to the orange side. And I think we can stay on the safe side. Go ahead and knockback protect. There it is. And then rush back. And now we can go into a burst. If you haven't already. I did feint for y'all, so it looks like we took very little damage there. Everybody's on the ball here now. It's another Ruby Glow, the third one. Hopefully my callouts are helping a little bit with that. Seems like we haven't died to Ruby Glow 3 just yet. It's gonna be, looks like evens are safe, and then odds, and then 4 is a safe spot. So start in 2, run to 3, or odds, then go to 4, and run diagonal. That one's a little, yeah, this one is a little bit sloppier, it's a little bit messier. That's okay. You haven't seen that particular combination. It's a lot of movement. Oh, I was right next to the tank. I should have called that out to respect your tanks. Because we were all there for it. That's great. We all just gave Soul a big hug there, didn't we?
Okay.
Why not,
That's
right?
called toxic gaming. if you know what I
Right.
mean.
I think everybody needed some comfort from their favorite warrior. And they're like, oh wait, he's dangerous right now. Oh no. That's okay, we're just a little sloppy. That particular combo Ruby 3 must have thrown us off. I get that.
Yeah.
There's a lot more to read there.
Yes.
I was being toxic
Remember
like
that you
in
have-
that episode of Rick and Morty.
Oh god. Don't be too toxic now. Alright, I'm ready to go. Let's shake it off. We can all do this.
Yeah.
There's just a little bit of adjustment. That's all we needed. Pickle Rick. A little bit of adjustment, like respecting your tanks.
Never rickles your pickle.
I put the marker there and then I ignored it completely. Oh, little already full. That's okay. Healers adjust. My DPS adjust. Here's the first raid wide.
And
A little late.
lost my
I was a little late on my feint, but that's okay. We got it. I got Ruby Glow 1. That's up to the save quadrant. Which one is it? It is number 3. Wow, he switched it up. Very comfy 3 today. I like that. Remember to respect your tanks and don't hug them this time. Oh no, he touched the green.
Don't worry, I touched it, but I'm
That's okay, tank
perfectly
whatever it is.
fine.
Tank whatever it is, that's fine. Just make sure you don't get next to him, boys. Alright, here comes the second tank buster.
Don't worry, I got you, Bennett.
I have
Kinda go
lots of
towards-
self-heal.
Kind of go towards your roll towers. You ready to adjust for that? Or just like DPS go to D and tanks go to B. Looks like range gotta go to 3, I think? Yeah, that's how we do it. I'll go in. Alright, nobody died. Nice, nice. No minions to worry about. Well done. Tank buster coming out. That was a really kind of messy looking roll towers, but we got it off just right without a hitch. So well done, everybody. Pat yourself on the back. Just don't die yet. Here comes the next Ruby Glow number 2. This will have the double rush.
I will.
I'm gonna delay my verse so I can think properly. Remember, look for the orange topaz stone first, the orange stone, orange crystal, and look for his butt. There he is. Stay on this side. Go ahead and knockback protect now. We're all good. Let's go. We can burst now.
I'm gonna rotate them this way.
If you have burst. Make sure you don't touch the green thing again.
Oh, I'll touch it all I want.
Uh-oh. Alright, here comes Ruby Glow 3. The AoE first, of course. Let's hope this one's a little bit easier to read. I'll try to call out the save points for y'all. Okay, we're going to start with odds. And we go odds to evens, and then looks like 1 is the safe area. So we start with odds. 1, go to evens. Go to 1. And run diagonal really fast. Oh, we made it through. There we go. Well done, guys. Well done. Tank buster on soul. busted my trick attack. Oh well. Alright, be ready for clocks. Be ready to spread if you have to. Spread out your clocks. Wait for the green to go off, and then we bait middle. Wait. Now, go middle. Now go to light parties right now. Go to B and D. Wait for the green. Wait for it. Oh. We moved out a little early, but that's okay. He's gonna hit tail first, so be in front of him. I'll go through him now. Really snappy. Yeah, it can happen. It's really good to stay kind of near his center for that, yeah.
Now.
Alright, we're gonna be on number 1. We're gonna start over here. He's gonna do circle. Let's go ahead and shift to the 2. Kind of hang out by the waymark if you can. You ready for the happen? 1. And then go to the 3. Oh, gonna go clip 4, then run across.
I got flipped. Oh no.
Yeah,
I was a little bit late on my call. Hey, Jake, alive. Wait. He got clipped too. Darn. I'll just go explode. I was a little bit slow on my call there. Sorry about that. There's a lot to read all at once to devour if you haven't gotten used to it. It's one of those mechanics where like you can kind of follow someone for a safe spot, but you might lag behind them just enough to still get clipped. Alright, but we're doing good. We're going through all the way to devour without any real fuck-ups, so let's go ahead.
Yep.
We can take a nice break at the end of this lockout if we haven't cleared it by then.
Yeah, dinner time.
Oh yeah, get a little stretch legs and all that.
Yeah. Stretch legs, repair gear. Get a drink of water.
But for now, we got like 20 minutes of pulls left. Let's go ahead and go for it. Let's see if we can get past devour at least. I think we can. I think we just gotta shake off our jitters and get through it. Here comes the first Sonic Howl. I am fainting. Here's the first Ruby Glow. Alright, let's see what the safe spot is this time. Looks like it is number 1. It is not a comfy one though. Watch out for the green.
Ah.
Yeah, you'll get clipped a little bit. It's okay. It's gonna take a lot of resources to save you, but we'll do it. I think.
I should say this is quite the tight one.
Yeah, a little bit. Tank Buster on Soul, he's gonna step out for us so we don't die. If I don't run towards him and die. I almost did. Here's the Toxic Crunch. Go in and go towards your roll towers. Kinda-ish. I'm not, obviously not all the way. Alright, looks like everyone is in the same spot except for healers. Healers gotta go to 3. Healers go to 3, I think. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to go in. That was my mistake. I messed up. Everyone else did it right. I messed up. My bad. I saw you. I got you killed.
Yep, I just stood in that.
Tried to stop it, but it didn't work. My poor soul.
Oh no.
Oh, both tanks down. Okay, let's go to wall ladder. That was me messing up. That's bound to happen. I messed up plenty too. So if I ever do accidentally call you out, remember this moment here where I messed up bad. Don't forget, I messed up too. I'm not trying to like be. If I call people out by accident, I'm not trying to be mean about it. I'm just saying, hey, this happened, so you know what happened. It's all a learning process. I'm not people trained. Remember that one time Drake cucked us? Yes, there you go. That's one way to put it. Like, I'm not necessarily the best people-friendly person. It's part of why I don't do customer service. Not to be a little blunt sometimes. But if I say something happened, I'm just trying to say that it did happen so you know, so for future reference. Like, oh, I messed that up. I'll make sure to not mess it up next time, or whatever. And sometimes we don't know why we died.
Yep, always own up to your mistakes.
Yeah. I own up, no problem. I know I'm bad.
Yep. I know when I fuck up.
I'm just a little potato.
Oh, Primal Wrench.
And the hell, I'm doing it on stream, so I'm viewing everybody. Here we go. I have to own up to my mistake because I'm streaming. Alright, here's Sonic Howl. Got my feint up. I have a nice little sweet spot on my opener for that feint. I put it out just because I can.
And Rapunzel.
Yep, it's a first Ruby Glow. If I do stop calling things out, it's because it feels like you guys have it. But if you need me to keep calling things out that I stop, let me know. It looks like safe spot is actually, yeah, 3. A very comfy one today. Yay, I like that.
I'll probably have to stand in the thing.
If you don't stand in the green, I thought at least you can tank coverage your way through that. You don't got to worry about it as much as we do.
Yeah, I saw the tank privilege.
Alright, just make sure you stay away from 1. You can go towards your roll towers now if you're free to move. Little slide casting, little dips here and there, you know. You ready to adjust for your roll towers? Looks like tanks go to B and healers in range have to go south. I won't forget this time I saw you, I swear.
Oh,
Go in now.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh shit!
Oh no, we got each other killed too. Not just me. Tank buster. Uh-oh. Well,
I'll see close.
we can save it. We can save it. Maybe.
Nope.
Oh no, there it is.
Nope.
I forgot about the minion.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I got confused and I had to go to 3 instead of 2 for that one.
Healers adjust. Both healers dead. Wait a minute. More like rat mage adjust. Oh no.
DPS.
DPS adjust exactly because the healer's down.
Your healer adjust or DPS
Yeah, let me
adjust,
just
never
swift
tank
cast
adjust.
your raise.
Pretty much right.
Always
This is good. At least we're all having fun. We can all laugh at our own mistakes, and that's the important thing. There's no salt here. I love this. I love you guys for that. We're all just learning and progging.
I lick that salt like a goat. I mean,
Too busy licking the floor to eat no salt. Wait a minute. Why do we have only 2? That's weird. Oh, probably because we have
it
a
always starts that. Yeah, it always starts it out like that.
Oh, okay, it does. Okay, yeah, it goes up. I never noticed that before. Good to know. Alright, here's that first raid wipe coming out. Ruby Glow 1 coming up. I think we're all just getting a little tired of seeing the same fight. If we're messing up that much, it's alright. Safe spot is 1. So it's very comfy and cozy, just watch out for the green shit. You don't want to step in that.
Don't step in the green Kool-Aid.
Yeah. Don't want to step in that vomit. Alright, so make sure you spec your tags, you don't want to get smushed. Tank Buster on Soul. Alright, make sure you kind of move towards your roll towers as best as you can. Make sure you're ready to adjust for that. Alrighty. Here comes towers. There we go. Looks like DPS are going to go to D, melee DPS. Range can stay on 1. Healer's got to go to 3. Win now. Yay, okay, we got that figured out again. Alright, we're doing good. No potatoes exploding suddenly. Here comes the Tank Buster again. Lots of crunch. Alright, here comes Ruby Glow number 2. I'm gonna delay my burst for that.
Fucking temperance now?
Yeah, Ruby Glow number 2. Remember, look for the orange crystal, and then look for his butt. All you need to remember. There's the orange. And be on the side with his butt. We're gonna be on the safe side, it looks like. I'm gonna pop Fate. I'm gonna pop Knockback. Alright, we lost a Reaper, but that's an acceptable loss, surely.
Got him back. Oh, got her back.
It happens. It's alright. No shame there. I'm not sure exactly why he's dead, but it happens. Ruby Glow 3 is next. I could probably watch my VOD later if I really had to find out, but it doesn't matter. Might have just exploded. Okay, southeast 4. Evens are safe first. Then it's odds, and we gotta go to 2 for the safe quadrant, I think. Right? I'm reading it wrong. Oh shit, I'm reading it way wrong. It's number 4. It's safe. Wow. I was all turned around. That is on me. Whoa. I was backwards. I was on the north side of the arena instead of the south side. I was like, wait a minute. What's all the color differences? All the colors were wrong. Gangbuster. I got my dancer killed. Oh no. Yeah, kind of be towards your clocks. Kind of be towards your clocks. Healer groups first. So B and D. And green means go, bait middle. And run to your clocks. Now stay here, don't move yet. Stay in your clocks. There you go. As soon as that explosion happens, it's very delayed. Front then back. Be on tail. Front first, be in front first, yeah. Then run through now. I'm having trouble reading this shit too. I'm getting a little, I don't know, blinded. Alright, let's go to number 4. We'll start here. 1, 2, he's gonna do circles, so go shift towards the 1 and kind of be ready to run into as soon as that first explosion goes off. Wait for it. 1, go in, go to 2. 3, 2, 3. Run across. And 4 should be safe. Oh shit. It happens, it happens. We're all messing up a little bit. Super Bowl privilege. Oh, nicely done. You got your roll tower and everything. Well done. All right, shake it up. Get some caffeine in my system here. That's what I need. Just gotta focus up. All right. Got about 15 minutes on this lockout, so you probably got room for 1 or 2 more pulls, and then we can take a break. Saw ya. I'm just being a little mean. I love you. You're an awesome Reaper. I'm still a little salty about Reaper yet. Just a little. We're Gucci. We're whatever the tanks are ready for. 5. And go. Alright. Alright. Here comes that Sonic Howl. Put my feint up for y'all. Here's the first Ruby Glow. It's a little bit of pain. But we know this mechanic by now. Topaz Stones. Looks like safe spot is actually 4. Yep. Very comfy, very roomy.
Very forthcoming.
That's one way to put it, yeah. But I'm pissed, yeah. Hey, watch out for the tank buster. Get away from Soul. If you're not away from him already. There we go. He moves out. He's really good on that so far. Alright, be ready to go towards your roll towers, kinda, like where they're gonna be at. Be ready for them to adjust for that. Looks like deep melee gonna go to D. Range go to 2. Going now at S. Oop, I messed up my button. I wasn't supposed to use that button, but oh well. Tank Buster coming up.
Don't scare me like that, please.
Oh,
The panic button.
panic button. Super Bowl. Okay, here comes Ruby Glow 3 next in about 10 seconds or so. Oh, no, Ruby Glow 2. Never mind, Ruby Glow 2. I'm sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. Alright, we're looking for the orange, and then you're gonna look for his butt. Really straightforward. Go to the orange spot. There's a butt on the orange side. Feint and knockback protect. After the first dash, you run through. Run through. Wait for it. And he's here back again. Alright, we can do our burst. Here's that Sonic Howl. Respect your tanks, I think. No, there's no tank buster right now. Alright, good.
Oh yeah, there's not a buster. Tank buster is
Not yet. Ruby Glow 3
only
next.
Ruby Glow that doesn't
Ruby Glow
have
3.
any tank buster.
That's a nice thing for us, isn't it? Alright, Ruby Glow 3 does hurt though. Okay, watch out for the safe spots. I'm actually in the right spot now. I'm paying attention. Evens first is safe, then odds, and then the next spot, safe spot, is 3. It's evens to odds, and then you can stay in 3. Evens, go to odds, stay in 3, run diagonal. Alright, we made it all through this time again. Alright, finally. Now we have a tank buster. Watch out for your tanks, don't hug them, don't hug them. Not like last time. We go towards your clocks, be ready to spread if we have to. Be ready for it. It's either spread or light parties. Spread first, so go to your clocks. Watch out for the green, and then you go into the middle. Wait, watch for green. Wait, watch for green. There you go, go in middle. Bait puddles. Green means go. Go to light parties. Ooh, sloppy. We did it. Yeah, don't move out when you're light party till the green happens. Being behind him. Get behind him. He's gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, go through. Really hard to time that because he does the 6-hit kind of delayed. Here's Devour. We're all generally doing good with that though. So start on 1. He's gonna do a zigzag. So start way back by the way marker on 1 if you want. If you need the extra help. Don't want to get clipped. Stay back by 1. Then do 2 explosions. Then sprint and run through. Run all the way to 3. Then wait for the last explosion and go to your roll tower. Wait for that one. And then go to your roll tower. Go in as quick as you can. Hey, we got more than half the rate alive here. It's not badly done at all, guys. That's an improvement. That is progress. It just takes a lot of adjustment to get the hang of getting through Devour.
Yeah.
We start with a lot of us. It's starting to click. It's starting to click. We're making little tiny mistakes, and that's okay. It might just be you need to see this with fresh eyes after a break or a stretch, and then you probably just suddenly, oh hey, you figured it out suddenly.
Yeah, we got 10 minutes. That's one more
Up to you.
pull.
Up to you. Want to do one more pull?
Yeah, we got 10 minutes. One more pull.
All right.
Go then.
One last little pull since we saw some little prog. Let's not give up immediately. I'm trying to find 2 of my raid callouts too as I go forward because I know I talk a little fast. Hold in time. All right. Remember, we got the Sonic Howl first, the raid wide. Put my feint up. Here's the first Ruby Glow.
And reprisal.
Yep. See if I can call the safe spot correctly. Let's see. It's gonna be over on number 2.
And it's
Watch out
gonna
for
be tight.
Yeah, watch out for the green. It's very tight. It's very tight. If you want to greed, make sure you watch for that green shit. I know I greed. Greed is good. Very tight fit.
It's too tight for any of us.
Oh, I know, right?
Yeah, I'm going for those number puns.
It is what it is. Alright, we're all good. We're all Gucci to move. Go towards your roll towers. Just be ready to move for them and adjust for them as much as you need to. So far, we're getting that down pretty good. The melee is going to be on D. Healers are going to be on 3. Go in like now. Go in early if you have to. Alright, we all got that down. Alright, well done. We're still getting that done. Tank Buster coming out. Just a nice feeling to get a mechanic right again and again. And when it's like, okay, I still know it. You know? Alright, here comes the next Ruby Glow number 2. Delaying my burst by 1 GCD or so. Alright, look for the orange crystal first. That's all you gotta do. Look for the orange crystal, then look for the butt. Looks like you can stay on the safe side this time. I want to feint and knock back. Alright, we're good. Stay away from the tank, I think? No, it's just raid wide, okay. He just likes the position, he's good at that. Everybody's doing great. Pretty sure. Here's another raid wide, it's a Ruby Glow number 3. That hit hard, but that's okay. Healers adjust, right? Start on odds, and then we go to evens. And then the save quadrant is number 1. So start on odds, and go to evens. And then you run into 1. So go to evens, go into 1, and go diagonal. There we go, well done. If it helps, for those who might still need it, make sure you kind of stand near the corner, like the center corner of the quadrants. Makes it a lot easier to run through. A good thing we respected our tanks there, I forgot to mention it. You're kind of close to your clock positions now. It might be parties first though, let's see. It is healer groups first, go to B and D. Wait for the green, green means go, wait for the green, there you go, go middle, bait puddles, then run out to your clocks. Typical rule of thumb in this fight, this green means go. Alright, and we're all still alive, yep. And now we're ready for back, so go, get behind him, get behind him. He's gonna do 6 claws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Run through now. Hey, y'all timed it just right. Well done, everybody. Here's Devour. We're all alive and nobody's too badly hurt. We're starting on number 1. He's gonna do zigzag. So kind of start back near the 1. For the sake of, you know, not getting clipped. And 1, 2, and then sprint and run. Just right across, right to 3. And then as soon as he finishes the Devour, get to your roll tower after this one. There you go. We'll go now. Except for the tanks, I've got to game it a little bit different. Look at that. We are all alive. That is really nicely done, everybody. Look at that. Prog. We're all alive. We all did. Nobody got clipped. We're on ready for now for Ruby 4. Which is a bit easier than it looks, but hopefully you all know it. We're looking to churn 2 crystals to green, I believe. If I remember correctly.
Yeah,
Group 1 goes to the wall. Yeah, Group 1 goes over there. Group 2 goes over here, by the wall. Group 1 goes to the... Wait a minute. Which wall?
Yeah, that...
Hold on a minute. That's on me. Get behind them if you're still alive. And you gotta watch out for the green puddle.
thanks,
shit.
guys. Hard to get out right now. Thanks. Get out.
Oh, I messed up. There is a safe corner right there between them where Renona's standing, where Asura's standing, but I was not potato enough for that apparently.
Okay.
At this point, we're pretty much expecting to wipe, but go ahead and pay attention to the mechanics, see if we can learn them as we go. Just to get a chance to see them before we take our break. It probably should be that way, yeah. But I think I was still able to melee the boss from the far. Here is Ruby 5. It is actually a really hard
So
one.
I'd recommend too, to stop group confusion, don't mark tanks.
Do you want?
I'll always be facing north, and
Here.
if you looked, half the people.
Here.
The 2 kind of goes there, and 1 kind of goes there. Wait for the orange to go off. Uh-oh. I'm green anyway, oh no.
Yeah.
And that goes off, and you gotta go to your spread point.
Okay, so
Yeah, we're on the wrong
do you
side.
see how the arena is divided into 2 sections? So light party number 1 is gonna go to the...
Typically, I think 1 goes left and 2 goes right. I'm not 100% sure.
From what I know is that when you actually go for the spread, the clock positions.
Mm-hmm.
So the group that has the clock positions on the left go to the left, and the group that has the clock positions to the right goes to the right.
Yep.
Yeah.
So here we are, like party number 2 goes.
Pretty much east and west. Yeah. Two goes on this side basically, and you look for which room doesn't have the orange. You wait for the orange to go off, then you run through immediately.
You don't have goodies.
Yeah, I can unmark you if you want.
Reset.
Yeah, it's pretty much time to reset now. Anyway.
Yeah.
But if you want to, I think now's a good point to take a break and stretch your legs and just kind of shake off your jitters. If you all need to go buy or whatever, make sure to shake that off now.
Yeah. So when do we start again? At 9?
What do you think, so? Up to you.
Let's go. We'll start back. Yeah, at like 9 or whatever. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Give about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
Good. 15, so I am going to take dinner now.
Yeah, about 9. Come in at 9, and then we'll start probably back in as soon as everybody gets back in.
Oh yeah.
AFK a bit.
Yeah.
Of course. So yes, it's a good time to take a little break.
Get that bread.
Get our second lockout in after that. All right. I'll be AFK myself a little bit.
We do not get that bread here. We obtain the grain here.
I got red. Nom 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 nom. Food. All right. Oh, little stretch break. I'm gonna do a little AFK on stream as well. Sorry for that, folks. If who might be lurking in the chat or lurking in the video, because you're watching me, be a completely fail call out shot caller here, but. Prog is prog. I think we actually got through Devour. That is great. Ruby 4 and Ruby 5, I wasn't even ready for callouts for that. It is what it is, right? But we at least know the mechanics. We just have to get them down pat. After that, we've all seen the videos. So I'm gonna do a little AFK on Streamwise here. I'll be right back in like 10 minutes tops. I can chat with y'all if y'all want to chat. Alrighty. Howdy gamers, we got another like 9 minutes or so till the actual meetup time for getting back into it. I was starting to lose my focus a little bit, starting to flag a little bit. I had to stretch and get a little food, get a drink, some water here. Water is good for you, healthy. I'll have to admit, when I am a little disappointed that we aren't obviously clearing super easy and quick. I mean, it is what I didn't expect to actually get past Devour already tonight. That is actually good. Like, I don't mean to sound like I was, not optimistic or hopeful or whatever, but it's good to see that we actually got everybody through Devour to, we were alive, there's no damage downs, we're all doing great at that, suddenly, right near the end, which is okay. And then at that point, my brain kind of went static, and I'm sure most people were like, what now? Well, I don't know, I never thought I'd get this far. Like I know Ruby 4, I know and 5 and 6, I know all the mechanics all the way through, but I was prepared for raid callouts up to Devour, like mentally. So when I got to Ruby 4, I'm like, shit, how does Ruby 4 work again? Wait a minute, and I started just having to process a little bit. So hopefully we can get through the rest of it. Even if we don't clear tonight, which hopefully we do, but even if we don't clear tonight, that's okay. I think seeing Ruby P5S tomorrow with fresh eyes, get out of the prog brain mindset and just kind of remember, okay, this is what went down yesterday. Maybe our brain has processed subconsciously what the mechanics are, that sort of thing. Once I get through to that, then hey, we'll have the kill. I feel like sometimes that's what happens with prog groups is you kind of go through the fight a little bit, and maybe you wipe all the way to the end of, going to bed or whatever you're doing for the day, all the way to the end, and you're like, okay, I saw things, I learned things, hopefully. But then you start up the next day, and suddenly it all like magically clicks. That's what tends to happen for me, at least. It's kind of because you saw all those mechanics, and you were processing it, and your brain had to process it a little bit. And maybe you had to come at it when you weren't tired, when you weren't frustrated, when you were just kind of ready to kill. That makes sense, and you would know the mechanics by memory at that point, muscle memory and all that. I'll just go ahead and review it here for myself at least on the stream. Let's see, Ruby 1, you just pretty much find the save quadrant. Either it doesn't have a crystal, or the green crystal, or you find the quadrant with the green toxic crystal closer to the center, and you have to be squeezed tight in the corner for that. But you have one safe spot for both of them. Then Ruby Glow 2 is the double rush, which is where ideally we have feint up because it's a physical attack, and we have arm's length. We have knockback protect for that. Something I actually forgot to bring up with Filu's before the raid. Oh, if we get that clear, that'd be great. I would like to finally get it clear, prog, and gotta repair my shit. Then after double rush, normally what I try to do there is my burst is ready to go pretty much right when the double rush happens. And I know when Devour, the next time it's up after that, 2 minutes later, is when Devour's coming into play. So for sure you delay your burst for Devour because you can't even be targeted. But you might as well, at that point, for the sake of optimization, delay your 2-minute burst as a whole group until right at the end of that double rush. That's a good place to do it, I think. It's a good safe spot to do it. Because then you're not doing all these OGCDs, and you're not like overwhelmed by like, oh right, I need to knock back. Oh right, I need to feint. Oh right, I need to do mitts. You don't get that overwhelming rush of having to do all the buttons at once. So you delay your burst for double rush. So you basically find the orange crystal first. You go to near the orange crystal. Then you pay attention to which way he's dashing. So you'll go to the side that his butt's on, basically. And then after the dash, you make sure you're on the correct side of the orange crystal. And then as soon as the dash is over, he'll come back to the middle for a Sonic Hell. That's when you can get your burst started, get your burst going. I maybe have to adjust my timings for that for optimization's sake, but as long as I'm alive and doing my bursts, then we're good. And that's just Ruby 2. Ruby 3 happens almost right after. There's not a tank buster in between. You get the quadrants. You either go evens first or odds first. Then you go to the opposite. So like normally what I've been doing is I'll start kind of by the 2 and the 3. And then I guess, no, not by the 2, more like by the, what's the number? What is the number? I start by the 2 pretty much. It looks like your spot's actually a 1, by the way. I didn't notice that. That's the way I had them arranged. No, you still had it figured out.
Yeah.
You still knew where to go. But I basically was starting on the south side of the arena, so I was kind of knowing. Like, it's important to at least like orient yourself. It's like you know, like if you so I always stand kind of on the south side of the bus, kind of in the southeast area a bit because that's my clock anyway. Then I look around the map. I know where I'm at. I know which way the arena is positioned, as far as which way is north, which way is west. So I kind of orient myself kind of to the south side of the bus that way. That's why that one pull I was turned all the way around and making the wrong call. But I'll be on the south side of the bus and I gotta watch. So you go evens or odds. You start with that, and then you go to the opposite, and then you gotta look for the third crystal to drop. The third set of crystals to drop. So you look for that one safe spot, and then that's your safe spot for the third. So then you go run diagonal from there. So you just go evens or odds, then opposite, then you go to the one safe spot, then you run diagonal, and you got Ruby 3 cleared. Somewhere, I think, was it after Ruby 3 that I rolled no, it's after Ruby 1 there are roll towers. So Ruby 1, roll towers, then Ruby 2 for double rush, then Ruby 3 for the little chaos of going off in sequence. Then after Ruby 3, I think this immediately goes into Devour. I don't 100% remember off the bat every mechanic, but as far as like the hard phase of the fight. So yeah, you go from there. You bought pudding, huh? You're ready to go. You're ready for some real damage, aren't you? Pumpkin pudding is pretty much the same as carrot pudding. It's just like it's got slightly more. Carrot pudding has slightly more. Oh, you need some repairs? Alrighty. It cost me some 11 of these grade 8 materials. Oh no. Of which I have over 300. And then you see Devour. Now Devour, it's hard to explain and hard to visualize. But once you get it, once it clicks, it's like holy shit, this is easy. Because it really is that kind of mechanic. It's a lot going on at once. It's hard to see exactly how it's going to go. But once you figure out how to survive it, it's so easy. You gotta look for either the zigzag pattern or the C pattern or the circle pattern. Yeah. If it's you see 1, 2, and then 3. The third hit tells you which pattern it is. So it either goes from one corner to the next corner and then goes back, or it goes one corner to the corner, then around to the other corner, then around. It goes in a circle strap, circle or zigzag. It's pretty easy to just kind of remember. Okay, that's a zigzag. That's a zigzag. That's a circle, right? Zigzag is pretty straightforward. You start diagonal from his first hit. Wait for this. Then right after the second puddle, you sprint and run. Run straight diagonal from your waymark all the way to the other waymark. You don't have to do that. I wouldn't buy those off vendors, hon. You weirdo. But you just run. You start diagonal from the first hit. If it is a zigzag pattern, all you do is start at the waymark. Then after 2 puddles, you sprint and run all the way diagonal to the other waymark. You shouldn't get clipped if you just run in a straight line from there by kind of following parallel. And you should be able to avoid all those circles. You wait for the last Devour hit to go off, then you go to your roll tower. That's all you gotta do. Howdy, I'm here, I'm good. And then for the circle strat, you still start diagonal until you figure out that it's circle. Then you shift to the left, right? So you're kind of next to where the first puddle happens. Then as soon as that first bite, I guess. After the first bite happens, you run into that that area, go to the waymark that's there in that corner. Then you wait for the fourth puddle. So you see that was the first one. Get 3 more. Then as soon as that fourth one goes off, sprint and run. Same as with zigzag.
The Jumbo video
yes,
about
that is perfect.
the visualization of the Devour Touch.
Yep, that's a good one. I like the Hector Lecter one too, but if you guys need a more direct view of it, that definitely is a good one too.
Yeah.
Let's mute that.
Super clean, so.
Yeah, Junebob is super clean. Junebob and Hector Lecter, Hector Henderson, I think it is, both have a really good way to explain it.
Yeah, they are good. They're really.
That
really
one, I could link that in case anybody needs to see both. Sometimes you just need to see a different perspective or a different explain, and it helps. So I'll just put both. Yeah, there's the Hector one, and Renona posted up the Junebob one. If y'all want to see that one instead, but I think we got it. Oh, that's the Hector one, and I guess Renona posted the Junebob one. But I think we pretty much have it figured out near the end there. It finally clicked for everybody just right. It looked like.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely gotten zigzag one down.
Yeah, the zigzag one we have it down, but if
zigzag is the easiest one. It really is. Zigzag's so easy. You don't have to shift. You just start at the corner, you wait for 2 puddles, and run to the other corner. That's all you gotta do. Circle it's kind of the same thing, but you're having to adjust so that you're kind of starting from the corner he started in. So it's a little bit more extra movement, but you're still basically just running diagonally across. It's all just a matter of adjusting and waiting until it all clicks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for that North Tower. Whoever's main tank at the time, him should not absorb it. So basically,
probably not.
Whoever's off tank should probably take it for after the Devour.
Is there a tank buster right after? I'm not sure actually.
I can tell you exactly when there is a tank buster. There's a tank buster after. There is a tank buster after Ruby Glow 1.
Yeah,
there is a tank buster after Ruby Glow 3. After this Venom Source or Squall.
Yep.
After Ruby Glow 4.
After 4. Yeah, there shouldn't be one after Devour then.
Yeah, I believe. Let me confirm. Yeah, the only Ruby Glow in which there is no tank buster right after is Ruby Glow 2.
Okay. That's nice and smooth then, alright.
Yeah.
Basically you would expect it after the Ruby Glow mechanics, but not after Devour. Okay, that's good, that's smooth.
Yeah, after Devour, the only thing that's after Devour is
Oh.
Yeah, after Devour, when you resolve the towers and everything, goes into Ruby 4, Ruby Glow 4.
Where is he? Sign friend group, static. Yep.
There are no double tank busters. After Ruby Glow 4, there are the double tank busters.
Party members, I'm gonna add you to friends list. How do I do that? I can't, can I? She had been in the party list here, to the chat, let's see. I think she's been in the chat at one point. I want to make sure all my statics on the friends list marked as static people. There we go. Send friend request to Renona Cuts. Renona Cats. Cutsy? Cats? How do I say cats? Saw ya. Oh, poor guy. I get it. I actually get it. Oh my god. Oh, maybe. Oh, poor guy.
And yes, in DJ, we actually had a backed the hard button for Ruby Glow 4 last time. And if we have a hard button for Ruby Glow 4, the most important thing is to have the tanks, the two tanks away from the party.
Now I know how the Ruby Glow 4, 5, and 6 work, but like the moment we got through Devour alive, my brain kind of went to static mode. I'm like, wait, we're alive. What happens next? My brain just turned off. I'm like, what? I didn't expect to get this far.
Alright.
Well, now you can see. You can now see the guy that comes after Devour.
Right. After Devour, you pretty much got to the roll towers should be pretty easy to get to in time, but you got to make sure you don't go too early, otherwise you get hit by the Devour last hit or something, which can happen. Like Ruby Glow 4, I think the way I would like I've seen it done is just go to light parties. Light party 1 just kind of goes to the inside crystal, and light party 2 goes to the outside crystal. And I think really, as long as you're at max melee range, group 2 should still be able to hit the boss.
Okay.
Like I think it's mostly the healers that need to be in the orange spot. The other guy's going to be kind of like next to the healer, as long as they still are part of the stack. And that should work.
Yep.
I haven't seen it enough to really know exactly how to tip that.
Or maybe what we could do is let the melees be stacking with Light Party 1, since it is the stack that's going to be inside
We could, but I didn't have a problem reaching melee. Plus, I'd be the melee in group 2 anyway, and I have plenty of range attacks. I'd be fine.
Okay, yeah. Then I leave it to your expertise.
DPS adjust.
All right. So, question: how do you feel the healing has been so far?
Healing's been on.
Hey, healing's been on point, man. Healing's
Okay.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, because I don't know if I'm over healing or not, so I am.
I'd be more worried about underhealing than overhealing. Overhealing's whatever. It's all Gucci.
Healers
Okay.
good. Tanks are good.
Yeah, DPS are good. We are just
Good.
literally just cranking up the mechanics.
Oh yeah, it pretty much just comes down to mechanics. I don't think we even need to worry too much about the enraged. I mean, as long as we just survive all the way through.
Nice. You're welcome, Asalia.
Salia. Mercure.
I'm just going to listen to the Almighty.
But if you want to adjust it so that melee go inside and range go out, we can. I just think it's like we don't want to brain too hard at that for mechanics, like in between mechanics like that. That's just me. I like keeping things as simple as I can. So it's just easy for me as a melee, like, okay, I'm just gonna be in the range group, and I'll just use my range attacks if I have to.
Yeah, maybe we could try that after we clear this fight.
And like if we
Just
see
for
enrage and we
example.
need that extra 1%, it's like, okay, let's have a melee change. That's what I would look at it anyway.
Yeah, good.
Yes, exactly, Yasura. That's what I was going for. Wait, no, that's
no,
Ruby
for
4.
no,
Ruby
no,
4
no,
you're
no.
talking about. Ruby 5 is
No,
basically party 1 goes to the left and party 2 goes to the right, basically. But then you adjust for which quadrant you need to be safe in.
No. Yeah. Party 1 goes to the left and party 2 goes to the right. Yes.
Standard steps being too infrequently.
Numbers are hard. We're going to have fun with numbers in P.
Right. Ruby 4, Ruby 5, Ruby 6. Which one's which again? I don't know.
Yeah.
Alright, guys. Are we ready to go in?
I'm ready. I'm all good.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm just
What
a
I
little potato.
usually my cheat sheet for the rubies
sheet.
is that I use plenary on the odds and I use temperance on the evens. So that's how I know.
Oh,
which
there you go.
Ruby.
Keeps it organized for you.
Alright, Asa. Take us in. You're the one that's got control for that for some reason. Wasn't
What the heck?
me.
I
Potato
am
can't be
potato.
pumped.
I cannot be pumped.
Oh no. Pump her for information.
Nice.
Can't be matched, that is true. We hugged the tank a little too hard.
I mean, mash them, boil them, put them in a stew.
There you go, right?
Oh no. So there was this thing in the Discord about really short people being
Oh, it's October. Oh no.
being thrown out, and I am laughing because my Mikoto is minimum height, so he's just right there with the potats.
I'm just laughing at it because like I'm normally male Aura, so I'm with a max height, so like I'm normally the tallest guy in the room, and then for this whole month I'm just being a Lala because it's Halloween. I'm like, great, I'm a short person on the worst month possible.
Oh no.
Same here, sir. I cannot wait. Get my 7th one finally. Oof.
Yeah, I missed 1 week mainly due to moving and all that.
And we were all pucking and being casual anyway. We're still pretty casual, I think.
Yeah.
Hey, you saved them, all right.
A little casual, but we're actually trying.
I like having a dedicated group, even if it is kind of more casual and just kind of having fun with it. At least with the dedicated group, you get used to each other and learn together. I like it that way.
Me too.
Y'all are pretty fun, so I'll stick with you.
Alright, food check.
Ooh, check. Let's put my Discord back on properly.
Yeah, and of course we can also apply better optimization strats eventually.
Oh yeah, once we get used to each other's, who moves when or where.
Alright, count down.
Alrighty. I see my callouts are still holding up. Frog brain.
Yeah.
Prog brain is really a thing. That's for sure. Boom. All right. Somebody got hit. Little potato maybe. All right, gonna go into the first Sonic Cow. First raid wide. Bait. Alrighty.
Oh, I'm cool down.
That's alright.
Alright.
Here's the first Ruby Glow. We all know this mechanic by now, I hope, but I'm still gonna call it out for y'all the best as I can. Let's see, is it gonna be one? It's not one, it is actually three. Watch out for the green, watch out for the green. It is gonna be there in the middle.
But it's deep in the corner.
Yeah, nice and tight. Tight little fit, all hugging together.
3 is quite the crowd.
Don't worry, we're potatoes, we can make up an extra bit of room. I remember.
Joke over here.
I remember the tanks will be the ones moving out first. Inspect your tanks and watch out for that buster. I don't have anybody marked right now. Oh no. I just realized that. I should at least mark the healers, huh? I'm gonna fix that next pull if we have to.
That's fine. We know.
As long as we know our clocks. All right. Towers. Looks like DPS needs to go D. Melee needs to go D. Tanks go to B. And healers and rangers have to go to the south of where they normally are at. Run in now. See, we're adjusting. We don't need marks. We're gamers. We're all gamers here.
Legends.
Tank Buster.
Only.
We're all legends. Getting ahead of myself there. That one. Is the other Tank Buster? Number 2.
So you want active tank on north, right?
What about tank on north?
Active main tank on north, or how do you want to do this?
Yeah.
Because you're like doubling up on me and the buster.
Oh. Here comes the second
yeah,
nerd.
Would you prefer?
Yeah, I kind of rotated in a little too
Here's
early.
Ruby Glow 2.
Temperance.
How do you want? You want active tank on north though?
Yeah, might as well.
Alright, look for the butt. Look for the orange crystal, then go to look for the butt. What am I thinking? Little of myself there. There's the butt. We're on the orange side this time. So knockback protect. Run through. Okay, we're a little slow, it's okay. Shake out the jitters, right? That's all we gotta do. Here's a Sonic Count. I did faint at least, so hopefully that helped the healers out. Might have been a little slow my call out, I hope it wasn't.
Sending you.
Here comes the next Ruby Glow, number 3.
Puzzle.
Try and position correctly for that. Let's see, there we go. It's gonna be odds safe first, then evens. And then third spot is 2. Safe spot is gonna be 2, so start with 3 and then just run into 2. Or start with 1, either way. Go into 2. Stay here. On diagonal. Alright, we're just a little bit slow, that's okay. We have to get used to it, that's all. Tank Buster going out.
Oh shit.
The first pull is always so sloppy, don't worry about it. Everyone's gonna mess up a little bit here and there. Get to your clocks. You're ready to spread out if we have to. Get our groups first, so go to B and D, whichever one you're supposed to be on. Wait for the green, wait for it. Go middle, green means go. Bait puddles, and then run out to your clocks. And remember, stay here in your clocks for a bit. It's a little bit of a delay. There it is. Alright, see, we're good. Next mechanic. Get behind him, get behind him. He's gonna do his claws first. Do 6 of them. A little delay, and then now. Like as soon as that last hit goes off, you have to run through. Here's the Devour. We're all alive for Devour. Hey, see, we're figuring this out as we go. Start on number 1. It's going to be circle. So actually shift over to the 2, and be ready to run into 3 as soon as it starts. So start on 2. Wait for that first explosion, and go to 3. Stay by the waymark until like right about now. Sprint across. Boom, 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 and then roll towers. Takes a little bit of work to get used to that. That's all right. The circle strat is honestly a little bit harder.
Oh, no wonder I got caught there. I didn't pop sprint.
Yep, that last little bite that can really catch you off guard if you're not ready for it. That's all right. We saw Devour. We got through Devour once. We can do it again.
Yeah.
Believe in yourselves.
We actually, yeah, we did it with the the circle one.
Yeah, we did.
So hey,
You
nice.
can do it.
You can do it.
If you can't believe in yourself, at least believe in the me that believes in you.
Oh, that's my line.
Oh no!
Somebody pulled
That's a
over.
pull. It happens. Oh, we want to wall it? Okay, let's wall it. It happens. It's that weird little step thing can do an AoE.
I mean, it's not a red team unless somebody accidentally pulls.
Oh, no kidding. I've done that in learning parties. Like I pushed the wrong button on my Huton, on my Mudra, and ended up doing a lightning bolt instead of the wind. It's always funny when I do that. Shit happens. Nope. Better start doing my stuff, speaking of which.
A little bit too early.
Oh, I know that feeling.
That's what she said.
Oh, shit. Let's hope that's not what she said.
Handle.
Okay, here's that hot Sonic Howl. My fate was up for that. Here's the first Ruby Glow.
Marvel.
Alright, here's that first Ruby Glow. Look for the safe spot. Looks like it is not where I'm at. It is number 4.
Ooh. Oh no, wait.
Number 4, watch out for the green thing. It'll be right there in the middle, so we circle around it best as you can. It's like we did get one person hit, but you're the healer anyway. You can heal yourself, right?
Yeah, I can heal myself. Don't worry. I can take responsibility for my action.
There you go. Here comes the Tank Buster. Don't feel too bad about it. It was really hard for me to read that too. I think I'm slowing down myself. The caffeine must be wearing off. Alright, we ready to move towards your roll towers now? You ready for that? Where they're going to be at, make sure you're ready to adjust for it. DPS melee are going to be on B. Let's say healers go to 2. And everyone else go to the normal spot. Go in now. Alright, we still got that. We still got this, guys. We know what we're doing. We're gamers. Tank Buster coming out. It's a Toxic Crunch. Alright, next up should be Ruby Glow 2. There it is. It's the AoE. Oh, I'm supposed to delay my burst. That's okay. Alright, look for the orange crystal first. And then look for the butt. That's what matters. Okay, be on the safe side of it. Be on the, you can knockback protect. Wait for it. There we go. We're all golden here. Here's another Sonic Howl. I actually did put Faint up for that too. Hopefully that helped. Let her healer going off doing her dancing. Alright, here comes Ruby 3 next. Through AoE. And raid wide damage. There we go. Let's see if I can call this out correctly for y'all this time. Looks like we're starting on odds. And then the safe zone is going to be number 1. Start with odds. Go to even. And go to 1. Then run through. Hey, alright. We're getting it. Tank Buster going out. Then it's going to be spread or party, so get towards your clock. Respect your tanks if you can see them. Be ready to know your clock positions, in case we have to. Healer groups first, so go to B and D. Wait for the green. Green means go. Now, go to middle, bait the puddles, then run out to your clocks. Take a little dance. There we go. Get away. That's right, we all waited, that was good. Okay, he's gonna do claw first, so be behind him. Then as soon as the 6th hit goes off is when you want to run through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, delay, and move through. Yeah, he does a little bit of a delay on that last claw. When he does that delay, as soon as it hits, that's when you run through. We're gonna start on 3. And it's going to be circle pattern again, so let's go move to 4. Be kind of close to the waymark, because that is a big circle. Go through to 1, go to 1, go to the waymark. 3, there's number 4, and then sprint and run through. Somebody got clipped.
I got hit.
I got clipped.
Yep. Hey, Asali, how you doing? Oh no! We made it through. That's good. Circle is definitely the harder one to get used to. You basically got it figured out. It's this light little adjustment. I think the important thing with the Devour is not to panic. Just make sure you're ready to move the moment you need to move. I mean, if you're waiting for my call out, you probably are going to get clipped. I try to call it just to help you out at least, but like I don't think I can do it fast enough with like internet delay and all that. It's two per tower, yeah. The tanks step out, but the best of us do it right. And the tank has to soak it for the minion to come up. Yeah. That's all right.
I was super confused when you said, "Oh, sorry, what are you doing?" I was like, "Oh."
You're like, uh-oh. That's right, ABCD for that, yep. That is correct. Jay gets it. Painting. That guy gets it. Here comes Ruby Glow number 1. Alright, here comes the first. Let's see which one it is. Safe spot should actually be number 3. Watch out for the green thing. You're gonna greed around it.
Right side in the corner.
I flipped that, but I'm perfectly fine.
Shit can happen. We've got to get used to that part, but we still basically have a mechanic down. Sometimes it's a little bit sloppy here. That's all it is. Uh-oh. Are you standing in it still?
No.
Huh, that's just a long dot. Inspect your tanks. That's a long damn dot, what the heck?
I think I might have accidentally refreshed it with that charge in.
Maybe. Could watch out for your roll towers. You ready to adjust for that? Okay. The melee go to D, and the healers go to number 2. And the tanks in range go to the normal spot. Go in now. Alright, we still got it. We're still gaming. Tank buster. Gonna hit like hell. Hit like a truck. There's tank toxic crunch. Next mechanic will be Ruby Glow 2 with the double rush. I gotta remember to delay my burst for that, so I do it correctly. Here comes the hit, Ruby Glow.
3 seconds.
Remember, look for the orange crystal first, and then look for his butt. That's how you know you're safe. Alright, we're on the orange side over here by C and D. There's the butt, we're safe right here. Knockback and faint. Alright, we're good. Here comes the Sonic Howl. And next is going to be Ruby Glow 3, of course.
Yep. Battle coming up.
Alright, we're going to look for the evens or odds first, and we're going to look for the one spot that's safe after that. Odds first. And then it looks like number 1 is the safe quadrant. Start with odds, then go to evens. Then go to evens now. Go to number 1. Run through. Diagonal. Alright, we got it. Ruby Glow 3 complete. We still have Tank Buster. Go towards your clocks because now we're going to have a spread or parties. You ready for that? Here it comes. Spread first, so stay in your clocks. Make sure to wait for the green to happen. Run in now, bait puddles middle. Then run out to light parties. Make sure you wait for the green to happen before you leave. Wait for it. Wait for it. Now you can go out. Okay, now you're good. Next is gonna be. He's gonna hit the tail first, I think. Yeah. So be in front of him. Go through now. It's so quick. I call it will always be a little too slow for that. I'm sorry. Alright, gonna be on. Start with 1 and see what pattern is first. It's zigzag, so stay with 1. You can stay all the way back to the waymark if you're ranged. Wait for 2 puddles. Remember 1, 2, and then sprint and run. Wait for the finish devour, then go to your. Wait for 1 more hit. Now to World Towers. Look at that. Oh, so close.
I pop tank involved.
So close. We almost had it.
Healer was on.
That is prog, though.
Healer was in B. B is for healers. Okay, so.
Oh, we had a little miss. Okay, that's what happened. I get it. Alright.
Don't worry.
This is gonna be Ruby Glow Floor if we're still alive at all. 4. Ruby Glow Floor, why not? So normally we'd go to the side with 2 like this.
Okay, yeah.
2 would be over here at the far, and group 1 would be in. I can still hit for melee from here, so it shouldn't have to worry about changing up. Unfortunately, both the stacks are there. Unfortunately, there's no safe spot anymore after that. Yeah, I'll just type it in chat to make sure we remember. Thanks, healer. Melee ranged. Yeah, you're right. I need to mark them. I forgot about that. That is my fault.
Yeah, no, don't worry.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, but we did good.
Yeah, you do. You do go to range. You go to D.
Yeah.
Tank healer, melee range. Healer goes to B. Melee goes to C. Range goes to D. Wait, what?
Wait, no. What's on a range go to C and melees go to D?
I typed it in like this. I mean, it doesn't. As long as you know which way you're going and organize it, it doesn't really matter necessarily. But that's just what I'm used to from Party Finder. I like to put melee on C for the melee positionals, pretty much.
Okay, hold on, wait a second, I have to take the trash out.
Alright, we can wait a little bit.
Yeah.
That's alright, there's just a little
Also,
confusion.
food check.
Yeah, food check, make sure you have your foods. Yeah, that's okay, we have just a little confusion in the positionals. Most of us probably haven't necessarily been expecting to get through Devour just yet, but it's okay. It's a lot to take in until it really clicks. Zigzag Devour, let's say like Devour starts on number 2. We would actually start over there on number 4. If the first red marker was over here, we would actually start at 4. And then you'll see, like, the way you can recognize it as Devour Zigzag is the first hit will go to 2, the second hit would be on 3, and then it like jumps back over to where the B is at, and that is the zigzag. You actually see the red mark zigzagging. So we would start on the 4, and then as soon as you see the second hit go off right here on number 3, that's when you sprint and just take off diagonal. You pretty much just follow the line on the floor, like just straight, on the right side of it. Like if you position like this, let's say we're running from 3 to 1. See where I'm at right here on the corner of the waymark? If you start on the waymark like at this distance, and just run straight parallel with that diagonal line, you'll be safe. You don't need to like Chikuchi around or dash or whatever you have as a for mobility. You just gotta sprint and run. Zigzag is super easy. Yeah. You just start here diagonal, you wait for 2 puddles, 2 jumps, 2 bites, whatever the word is, and then you just run straight across. Devour would be the circle Devour is a little bit more complicated, but only because there's 1 extra movement. Because you'll see, like, let's say the bite starts on number 1, right? You'll see the bite mark move from number 1, then move to number 2, and then you'll see it move to number 3, and that's how you know it's a circle pattern. At that point, you shift over from. Normally, you would start here, right? Because the first hit would have been on number 1. Instead, you shift over to number 4, and because as soon as that first bite happens on number 1, you run into where the 1 is at on the waymark. And then you see for the 4th puddle, which will happen at number 4. Because you see the bite mark hits 1 first, then it hits 2, then it hits 3, and then it'll hit number 4. And after that 4th hit, that's when you run from number 1 all the way over here on the diagonal. It's the same way. You pretty much start at that corner of the waymark, but on the opposite side over here, because you'll be on that side. You pretty much just look towards the other diagonal and start on the right side of the waymark and just follow the line. As long as you're sprinting and running, pretty much right after that fourth bite goes off, then you should be fine. You run all the way to the waymark and you kind of just stay there until Devour ends. Like you don't need to like dodge around or jump around. As long as you run from one diagonal to the other, you're safe.
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had forgotten that it was 9 p.m. and that I actually had time now to take out the trash. Yeah, here.
That's all right. Shit happens.
Yeah, I mean here the schedule for taking the trash out is very strict.
Oh
so
man.
You can take the trash out unless it is a certain hour.
You kind of see what I'm saying right there, Asura, right? How you get the Devourer. You basically just have to run diagonal from across where it starts, or you run diagonal from where it starts, if that makes sense. But of course, you can't immediately run into that puddle, that first bite, because otherwise you'll die, right? So you wait for that first one to go off for circle, and you run into where that first one started, and just kind of stay at that waymark until you see the fourth puddle happen, which would have been at number 4. And then you just run diagonal, sprint and run. Once it clicks, it seems really super simple, but it's not exactly necessarily straightforward to explain. Even once it clicks, you can still kind of get clipped sometimes if you're not like on the ball with the timing. It's just a matter of getting used to how to time it. Oh yeah. Exactly. Devour is the mechanic that pretty much any group will struggle with at first. It's not necessarily the simplest. It's a lot at once to read, and you see all the jumps all over the place, and you know it's precise timing and all that. But that is the brain dead strat. You just start in one corner, you run to the other, and then you stay in that corner until Devour ends. You have like 3 seconds to get to your roll tower, so you should have plenty of time.
All right, I'm gonna start the countdown.
I typically just try to stay on the right side of that diagonal line and just follow it, and it works well for me. Alrighty. Hopefully we're all here. It's on account. I'm going to raid wide now. There we go. Faint, I mean. Here's the first Ruby Glow. We should know this mechanic by now, I think. But I'll still call it out for y'all. Alright, let's see which one to save. It is actually going to be number 1, right? Yeah, number 1. Watch out for the green. Right there in the middle. It can easily trip you up if you're not paying attention. At least it doesn't literally make us trip. Very tight squeeze, but we got this.
Standard.
Oh, someone touched it just a little bit. That's okay.
Yeah.
Tech privilege.
Yeah, I gotta watch that dash.
Yeah. Here comes the next front. Alright. Kind of start moving towards your roll towers. Be ready to adjust for that as needed. Alright, melee can stay on C, tanks go to D. Healers can stay on 4, range have to go to 2. Uh-oh. Going now? Oh, shit. Hey, you made it, alright. Saw that. Sprinting across, you're like, wait a minute! Tank Buster going out.
One thing that might be tripping us up is that we have 2 different roll towers.
Oh, yeah.
Positions.
Here comes the second Ruby Glow for now. I'm gonna delay my burst. It's just easy to get turned around. That's all it is. It's just really easy to get turned around. Alright, look for the orange crystal first. And then look for his butt. Really easy to remember. Stay on the safe side here. Alright. Faint and knockback. Oh no! Someone forgot the knockback.
Don't worry, gotcha, buddy.
He's gotcha, don't worry. She's gotcha. They're right. Fuck ups happen. You can still recover. Third Ruby Glow's coming out. Any second now, there it is. Ooh, hits like a truck, doesn't it? Here comes the Topaz clusters. They start on evens as safe. And the odds, of course. And then 4 is going to be the safe quadrant. So start with evens, go to odds, and then go to 4. Evens, go to odds, go to number 4, then run through. Alright, we got through.
Well done.
Look at that. Everyone, we're gaining. Tank busters, so watch out for soul. You don't want to get hit by that. It's gonna hurt. Here's the toxic crunch. Alright, go to your clocks. Be ready for the spread if you have to. It's good to pre-position for clocks and if you need to. Healer groups first, okay. So go to B and D. Wait for the green. Wait for green. Go in the middle. Bait puddles. Run out the clocks. And stay in your clocks as it's a bit of a delayed splash. Just wait for a little bit. There it is. Alright. He's gonna do claw first, so be behind him, and count out his hits. Wait for the delayed hit. There's a delay right there. And now. Yeah, okay, so it's very snappy. If you wait for my call out, it might come too slowly for you because of internet latency and all that. I'm trying my best. It's zigzag, so start on number 4 and be ready to just run straight through. Pull back to the right, that corner of the waymark if you have to. 1, 2, and then sprint. Just run straight. Oh, you got clipped.
Yeah, I got clipped.
That's alright.
Nobody else did. Don't worry.
It happens. This is a Sonic Hell. Actually, most of us did make it through. It's okay to make little mistakes. It's okay to mess up a little bit. It happens. No need to feel bad about that. There's a Sonic Hell. I'm gonna faint. Just so we can see as much of the mechanics as we can. There's another Ruby Glow. Ruby Glow number 4. This is where Light Party 1 goes inside, and the Party 2 goes out. We're gonna be on towards the 1. Light Party 1 stayed in by the B, and 2 goes in by the crystal itself, the orange crystal. There we go. Oh, we died.
Oh,
We didn't have enough.
okay.
I got confused, turned around there.
That's alright. It's hard to read that at first. Basically, Light Party 1 is going into the orange crystal closest to the ruby wall, and Light Party 2 just goes to the edge of the arena, pretty much, with that orange crystal.
No. What happened was that the Ruby Glow, the Venom pool, it targets the healers. So when I was still dead at Ruby Glow 4, someone random got the Venom pool.
Did we change healers? I don't think we did. Wait, Renata, which position is your clock? I want to make sure I got the marks correct.
That might be wrong. You're
It might-
can pull whenever.
Asura, Renata, which clocks are you supposed to be? I don't remember off the top of my head. I just want to make sure we're not getting each other confused. Oh, what was that?
Yeah, I thought they were switched. No, that's cool.
Oh, they were switched. Okay, I'll fix it. I want to make sure.
I just went to the Cardinal as I have been, but we're fine.
Well, I'll just switch it for now just to make sure we're all good. Especially for Light Party stacks, so it might be confusing some people. I don't know. I hope it doesn't throw you
Other
off.
people get confused.
Yeah.
I spotted it.
That's fair.
That was on me. I just kind of looked at my party list and was like, oh yeah, that person's on top, that person's on bottom. I didn't really think about the names.
Alright.
Remember when you're running your Devour, make sure you're kind of on the right side of the diagonal. That's kind of the sweet spot. Wow! On account, put my feint out. Here's that first Ruby Glow. It's gonna hit hard. But our healers are on the ball, so we don't gotta be afraid. They're keeping us alive, folks. Alright, safe spot is actually gonna be number 4. We got a cozy one this time. I like it. I like it. Wish we'd like this every time. Don't gotta worry about dragging the boss nearly as much, do you? Remember the tanks will move out, so we're plenty safe. Just stay here in the corner. Watch out for that tank buster. On Soul. There we go. Feel free to move towards your clocks as much as you need to. I know slide casting can take a little time. Move towards your roll towers, I should say, not your clocks. There we go. Looks like healers have got to move when everyone else stay in the same spot. Healers just got to go to 3. There we go, get in. I know it's a little bit rough to have healers move like that, but hey, we got roll towers. There's not too much damage going out, I don't think, at that point. Yeah, there's the tank buster. Alright, gonna come up to Ruby Glow 2 soon. Delay my burst. Here's the hit for Ruby Glow.
Okay.
Yep. Look for that orange crystal. That's the sweet spot. There you go. Here's the orange. Then look for the butt. Which way is he facing? Alright, go to the safe side. Put in feint and knock back. Knock back protect, don't forget. There's the dash. One more. He's back in the middle. Alright. Feel free to pew pew away. Alright, here's another Ruby Glow. Number 3. That hurts. Ooh. Alright, let's see. It's gonna be odds safe first, then evens, and then we're gonna go to number 1. Odds, evens, and then number 1. So even go to evens now. Go to number 1. Run through. Yeah, we gaming. Gaming. Alright, tank buster. Now kind of go towards your clocks. Be ready to spread if we have to. Go towards your clock positions, as long as you don't get lost on the way. It's gonna be healer groups first. So go to B and D. Wait for the green first. Run in puddles. Then run out for clocks. Uh-oh. Be a little bit sloppy, that's okay. As long as we adjust. Wait for it, don't. There you go. Alright. He's gonna hit claw first, so be behind him. Be behind him, ready to run through the last hit. And the delay, now. Like you'll see the last hit of the claw is like a slightly delayed, and then he'll do it. Alright, we're gonna start with 4 until we see the pattern. He's gonna do a circle, so let's start with at number 1 instead. I know that throws it all off, but we can start at number 1, then we'll run into number 2 as soon as that first explosion happens. Go now to number 2. 2, 3. Okay, now sprint across. And stay at 4. Go to your roll tower. We're game in.
Couldn't get sooner. I'm sorry.
That's alright. It's the hardest part of the fight to learn. So we get used to it, we'll have to figure it out. There's a Sonic Cow. I'm gonna beat that just in case. Although we're all pretty much dead anyway. Never mind. I wasn't paying attention to the party list. But an important point to note there, if you're feeling bad about it, I noticed we were all kind of running as a pack. We're all kind of running in the right direction. So if you're just getting clipped, that just means you gotta get used to where exactly how you run, how you move, so you can avoid getting hit by the Devourers. At that point, you probably can use dashes, but or Shikuchis or whatever you have, but it can be really risky to do that. Pretty much all you need to do is start like at the corner of the waymark and then just run parallel with a diagonal line straight across to the other diagonal, and you should be good to go. The circle stat is definitely the hardest to get used to, because you got to do that extra little shift to the left first, and it might make it harder to count them out too. I wonder if I'm counting them wrong. Maybe I'm counting them wrong. Sonic Hell, I'm putting Faint up. Here's the first Ruby Glow. Here comes the Topaz Stones. Safe spot is actually B. So watch out for the green in the middle. Watch out for that. You have time to move. There we go. We all made it. Look at that.
I am going to die.
Uh-oh.
I am going
Okay,
to
we did
die.
not make it. Close enough. Almost made it. What? No? I said 2. Didn't I say 2?
No, you said B, and it
I
was
said
like
B?
worse
Oh
than-
no! Wow, I am not all here then. Holy shit. That's on me, I am sorry.
I know, right?
Am I on a cup of sleep? What's going on here?
Gotta get that coffee IV bag.
I know, right? Gotta get some IV. Okay, looks like tanks go to D. Healers go to, I guess, 3. As long as you resolve it. Go in now. As long as y'all resolve it. Okay. That was my fault. I got Renata killed. Oh no.
Don't worry.
At least most of us adjusted. They're like, wait a minute, Rick's being an idiot here. Yeah, I can fuck up. I can fuck up pretty hard. Here's the double rush, Ruby Glow number 2. Delay my burst. Here's the hit for Ruby Glow. Alright, we're gonna look for the orange crystal, then look for the bud after that. That's how we go. That's how we roll. The orange side, not the green side. Oh boy. They'd be on the orange side of him. Faint knockback. Run through. There we go. We're all alive. We're all doing Gucci here. Is a reglow number 3 coming out? Everybody to find that safe spot. Odds first, then evens, of course. Then number 1 is safe. So odds, evens to number 1. Odds. Go to evens now. Go to number 1. And run through. Alright, look at that. We got that through. Watch out for tank busters. And go towards your clocks. Be ready to be there. Be ready for light parties if you have to. You'll see what happened first. Different spelly casts. Spread first, so be in your clocks. Remember, wait for the green to go off. I run middle. Wait till light parties now. Light parties now. You ready for that? It's gonna hurt. There it is. We made it though. We made it through. He's gonna hit the front first. No, he's gonna hit back first. So go in front of him. In front of him. Now go through. Oof. Very snappy, and I might be a little slow in my callouts. I hope I'm not. We're gonna start at number 2 until we see the pattern. He's doing circles, so we're gonna start at number 3 after all. And remember, we're gonna run into to run to the left after that first explosion. To the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then run diagonal across.
Alright, hit there.
And kind of go into your fox, your roll towers at that point. Oof. A lot of us got caught. Hey, Phil, the only one alive. What do you know? At least for a brief moment. I messed up on the call there earlier. I'm sorry about that. I'll do better.
No,
Alright.
nah, don't worry.
Alright, let's keep going on these pulls.
Oh, food check. Alrighty. Yeah, at least got the first half of the fight down pat, I'd say. It's the raid, the Sonic Hall, the first raid wide. Ruby Glow 1. Alright, let's see if we get the safe spot figured out. Number 1 is safe. Very comfy, very cozy. Not too tight at all here. Alright, watch out for the tank. He's gonna get a tank buster soon. He's moved out, he's good. Alright. Feel free to start moving towards your roll towers. Be ready to adjust for that. Melee are going to be on C, tanks on D, healer's going to be on number 3. They go in now. Alright, we all got to figure it out. We're gaming. Tank Buster going out on J. As a Toxic Crunch. Here comes the next Ruby Glow, number 2. Raid by going out. There we go. Alrighty. Look for the orange spot first. The orange crystal, that's a way to know, and look for the butt. Which way is dashing? He's dashing that way, so kind of stay with the orange for now. Fainting. Make sure you knock back. Dash through and through.
Oh. Yeah. Huh.
Probably could have called that a little sooner. I'm sorry about that. Sonic Howl. Definitely a very important thing not to rely on my callouts too much. I definitely fuck up a lot. Ruby Glow going out, number 3, if I remember right. If I'm counting correct. Surely I know how to count. We're going to look for evens or odds first. So we stay in odds first. And the safe spot will be number 1. So odds to evens into number 1. So we'll go to evens now. Go to number 1. Run diagonally through. Hey, game in. We're gaming. Tank booster, watch out for that. Don't want to get clipped. Back your tanks. So be ready for your clocks because it's going to be a spread or light party first. Let's see which one. Healer groups first, go B and D. Wait for the green, wait middle, go to the puddles, then run out to your clocks. Now. There we go. Alrighty. Wait for it. There you go, alright. He's going to hit the tail first, so be in front of him and be ready to run through immediately. And swipe and go through. So we got that one down pretty good. It's pretty easy tail to claw, but claw to tail, it takes a little bit more extra to read. We're going to start at number 1 until we see his pattern. He's doing circle again. He really likes that pattern. So start it over at number 2. Be ready to run into the 3. Just kind of run to the waymark. That's how I've been doing it. Go to the waymark. Go to number 3, 2, 3. Here's number 4. Sprint and run. Straight across. Wait for that last hit. Then go to your roll towers. We messed up just a little bit. That's all right. We're making prog. That matters. I think we lost our red mage there for a bit. That's all it was. It's
No.
good. Oh no.
Close range.
It's good to get to your roll tower even if your partner is dead. At least then you know, okay, I'm doing the mechanic correct. You kind of work in the muscle memory for doing it, even if you know you're gonna die. That way, next time you do it and it's time to do it right, you kind of already have the muscles going for that, the fingers tension and all that. Muscle memory, good to train it. That's what I'm trying to say. It's always good practice just to know, okay, I should run here and worry about yourself getting mechanics correct. If someone else messes up or dies, then it's okay.
Alright. Let's keep it going.
Yeah, keep it going.
Maybe.
Well, we are getting almost through Devour, almost fully unscathed.
Oh shit, I messed that up badly. Oh
Yeah.
no. There we go. Got my opener correct. There we go. We're basically getting Devour correct. We just gotta getting Devour correct. We just gotta kind of fine tune it, and that's all it is. We know what we're doing. We're gaming. Here's Sonic Howl. Put my feint out. Once Devour clicks, it just clicks. It's like you kind of want to kick yourself in the pants. A safe spot is going to be number 1. Watch out for the green in the middle. Watch out for that.
Tight fit.
Very tight. It's right. But we're all familiar. We all like a good hug. Good huddle at least. Gotta stay close to your potatoes. Okay, the tank is gonna move out. Everyone else can stay here. Watch out for that big explosion from him. There we go. So now you can move towards your roll towers if needed. You ready to adjust for that as much as we need to? The deep melee is gonna go to B. Healers are gonna stay on 4. Range go to 2. Run in now. Alright, gaming. Got this. Tank Buster going out. Then after that should be a Ruby Glow.
I didn't move out.
Uh-oh. That's gonna hurt.
Don't worry, I'll be fine.
Sort of. Maybe. Alright, there comes the double
I'll
rush.
be fine.
You're fine. We're all fine. It's all good here.
You have to soak tower now
Yep,
if you can.
yep.
Inbound.
Yeah.
We're gonna look for the orange tower first. The orange, yeah, there it is. Look for his butt. Okay, we're gonna be on the safe side now. Feint, knockback, protect.
Oop, I just dashed into
Uh oh. Let's stay here. Uh oh. You forgot your knockback, didn't you?
No, I accidentally hit my my dash.
Oh, that's even worse. That's alright, we're good. It's really easy to make little mistakes like that. No need to be ashamed. Ruby Glow number 3 coming out. Well done on the shielding there. Odds are safe first. Then number 1 will be safe, I think. Yeah. So odds, evens to number 1. Go to evens. Go to number 1. And run through. Hey, look at that. We're all Gucci. Tank Buster going out. Kind of be towards your clocks. Make sure you're ready for that. Ready to position. Spread first, or clocks first. Make sure you wait for the green, and then you play puddles. Wait for the green, wait for it. Okay, run in. Now go to light parties. Wait for the green to go off, don't leave yet, don't move. There we go, alright. Next one be, he's gonna do tail first, so be in front of him. Be in front, then run through. Uh-oh. That's alright, that took the damage down. Here's the first is the Devour again? We got start at number 2 and watch for the pattern. It's zigzag this time, it's really easy. You can just kinda hang out by the 2 and be ready to run. These circles are really big, so definitely standing by the number 2 works a good idea. 1, 2, then sprint and run. Just run right across to that parallel line.
I was
there
too
we go.
hasty.
Maybe the last hit, one more hit, and then go to your roll tower. We're figuring it out, just little by little.
How many did we get got there? It was just one healer? Or no, there's like 3. Never mind.
No, I'm sorry, I was too hasty. I had forgotten that I had to move up to the 30 power.
Oh, we're good. One person can get caught every time, and it's not gonna affect the mechanic. It's 2+ that screws it.
Yeah.
I mean, the party won't wipe after 2+ depending on who. If we still have healers, we can still recover. But DPS checks can be really tight.
They can be, yeah. As we start getting more tombstone gear and token gear from the normal mode, it probably will be less tight, but even so, it's good to avoid damage down as much as we can too. Damage down on weakness as well. Let it go in, there we go. I think we have the first half of the fight down pat. It's just a matter of getting through Devour every time. Just being more consistent with it, so we just gotta tighten up that mechanic, and that's all it is. Training your brain. Ain't going out for the raid wide. Here's the first ruby glow. Alright, safe spot is actually number 1. Watch out for the green spot. It's a very tight fit. Not gonna be a lot of room to move here. Alright, and there the tank will move out with the tank buster, so don't worry about it. There we go. See, he's moving out. I almost got hit by him, but I'm done. Alright, start moving towards your roll towers. We're all good to move now. Remember to adjust for it as best as you can. Looks like tanks are going to be on B and melee's on C. Healers can stay on 4. Range got to go to 2. Run in about now. You can go in a little early if you have to. Don't feel ashamed of that. Casting is a bitch. Tank buster, so watch out. Watch your tanks. And next should be after the tank buster's over, we should be going towards Ruby Glow 2. Delay my burst a little bit. Here we go. Here's the Ruby Glow hit coming out. Small mitts if we can. There we go. Alright, look for the orange crystal. So you know you're good to go. Go to the orange side. Look for his butt. We can dash from the safe area. Put my feint up and my knockback. It's your knockback. Don't forget it. Alrighty, we're all alive. We all got this down pat. Ruby Glow 2 is resolved for sure. There's the Ruby Glow. Number 3 coming out. Remember, we're looking for evens or odds first, and then we're looking for the 3rd safe spot. So we start with odds. And then 2 is the safe spot, so we can go from 3 to 2. And to stay there. Stay here. Go to 2. Stay here. Run through.
Ah.
There we go. Yeah. Just had a little bit off of the timing, and we've got a little ahead of ourselves. I get it. Little overeager. Tank Buster going out. That's gonna be painful. Healer groups, and then puddles, and then spread. So wait for the green. Oh, the green went off. Oh, both healers were over there. Oh no. Oh no, there wasn't both healers up. That's what happened. Okay. Yeah, some random DPS got the stack point in that point. That was basically just kind of we're gonna be fucked no matter what kind of moment. There's no really way to tell who's gonna get hit with a stack part.
Yeah.
Man, healers got it really easy for that little surge and squall part because you just gotta, no matter which one it is, you stay in your B and Ds. Because that's your clock, as well as the light party stack. Pretty nice for y'all.
Give me a
I
second,
can
guys.
rest somewhere right after I get rest because I have thin air. So there is, if you need a second immediate rest, you can rest me. That's very funny.
I will keep that. I'll get
Yeah.
Hopefully we won't need it, but it's good to keep in mind.
Alright, there we go.
Alright, ready to hit this carbuncle in the butt here.
Right in the car bun.
That's one way to put it. You and your puns. Alright, here comes the first raid wide. I'm putting Veined up for y'all. The Ruby Glow one. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna hang out the mechanics. We're gaming. Safe spot is number 4. Watch out for the green. It's gonna be right there in the middle. Very easy to to accidentally touch that if we're not careful. Alrighty. Remember the tank will move out first. Let him, spread his little poison disease over there.
Yeah, I'll spread my bubonic plague elsewhere.
I was waiting for something from you. I kind of go towards where your roll towers are going to be at. If you're ready to adjust for that. Alright, melee is going to go to D, tanks can stay where they are, healers can stay, range got to go to 2. Here, run in. Look at that. See, we got the roll towers down pat, that's for sure. Tank Buster going out. Make sure you're not close to the tank, you don't want to get smushed.
I messed up there.
Uh-oh. Double Rush is going to come out next, and you both got dots. That's not good. We got this. We can adjust. Ruby Glow coming out. Remember Double Rush. Remember, you're looking for the orange crystal. Be ready to use knockback, but don't use it yet. Go towards the orange spot. Okay, there's the butt. And this side. Run through as soon as he dashes. Run through. Alright, we're gaming. Look at that. A lot of damage going out, but we got it. Is that Sonic Cowl raid wide? Painful. This is going to be Ruby Glow 3, I believe. Yeah, here it comes. Make sure you know which way is north and south. I mean, I gotta get better at. I think it's going to be evens first. And then 3 is going to be the safe. So start with evens and then go to number 3. Stay here. Now run through. Look at us go. Alright, we got Ruby Glow 3 down, no problem. Tank Buster, watch out, respect your tanks. Make sure you kind of go towards your clocks now. Be ready to spread if we have to. Healer groups first to go to B. Or D, either way. Wait for the green. And then go middle. 8 puddles. And run out to your clocks, nice and quick. Remember, you stay in your clock until you see the green. Don't touch anybody else yet. There we go. I'm gonna do claw first, so we can get behind him. Get behind him real quick. I'm gonna do 6 hits. Wait for that delay. Now. Oh, okay. That was close. We almost had it. Painful, right? Okay, we start with number 2. He's going to do a circle pattern, so let's shift over to number 3. We'll start over here, wait for that first explosion, then you run into where it came from, and then we would wait for the run diagonal, right? Do 1, 2, 3, number 4, now sprint and run. Stay at number 2. Wait for the last hit and get to your roll tower. We almost had it, we're getting pretty close. Don't need to be ashamed. It's hard mechanic to learn. Hard mechanic to get down pat to muscle memory. Just remember, you pretty much run to the waymark. You don't need to run. Try to do your best as well. Like, don't get ahead of yourself. Don't run like further than you need to, because you might end up running into where another bite is gonna land, and that'll clip you. So like, if you're gonna be like, let's say it's a circle, and we're gonna start over here on 2, right? You wanna like run to the 3. And kind of just stop like right here, like right around this area. Don't like run across the line. It's a lot going on at once. All you gotta do is worry about where you're running. Yeah, that damage down is really hard. Like, you gotta wait for like, he'll claw 6 times. You'll see he'll do 5 really fast. Then he delays for like half second, and then the 6th hit goes off. As soon as you see that last hit go off, run across. As soon as you see the animation for it, don't even wait.
I mean, disgusting thing for DPS.
Yeah, it is. But for the Devourer, like, keep in mind with the circle strat, like, you're gonna start with number 2. You want to run just right across. As soon as that first, this was the first explosion, and you're running into it, you kind of just stop like right here. Don't keep going. Go into stop like right here. Be ready to turn the moment you see the 4th explosion going off. Then you sprint and run across diagonal and just kind of stay on this area. Like, just run straight parallel.
Hey, don't make me drop my plague on you.
Yes, that's the one with the plague.
Drop a plague on you? Who harder than God dropped a bunch of plagues on Egypt?
Whoa, now. Alright, I'm ready to go if y'all are ready to go.
Yeah.
But if y'all are struggling with this Devourer, go ahead and ask for tips or whatever. I'll try to my best to help. I don't know how many ways. I don't know how many ways I can try to explain it, because I'm not good at explaining it. I don't think, but I'm doing my best.
And on the last pull, I'm definitely gonna, fake it, and drop a puddle on Asa.
Whoa, now. Alrighty, here comes the first raid wide. Put my feint up for that. Is a Ruby Glow number 1. It's coming out.
No!
Painful. It happens.
I misclicked.
Oh no, you misclicked. Okay, the safe spot is number 1. Nice, and plenty of room for it too.
I wanna be the very best.
Someone's been playing Pokemon. Or watching it.
Nah. I'm just finding ways to make a meme. Meme, jokes, whatever I do.
Ancestors on Soul, watch out for that. Gonna switch them, buddy. No? Alright, we're good. Start moving towards your roll tower as best as you can, as much as you need to move. There's plenty of room for moving. Like tanks and healers, tanks and melee stay the same, healers stay the same. Range go all the way to 3. You got time, so don't panic. Go in about now. Look at that, we all got that nice and smooth. Tank buster going off.
Okay, so I can't meet Ruby Glow 2.
I must have had that early click.
Yeah.
That's alright.
I clicked Temperance.
Here comes the second Ruby Glow, hit soon. Put my shade shift up at least. Alright. Look out for that orange crystal spot. Oh, I messed that up bad. That's not good. Oh well, rotation, whatever. Orange side, look for the butt. Okay, we're on this side. Faint and knockback.
Wow.
Oh no, what happened?
Uh-oh.
Shit happens, don't worry. Comes the next Ruby Glow, number 3. I'm missing my rotation so hard there. I'll try my best to call it out for y'all. Evens first, then odds of course, and then safe spot should be number 4 it looks like? Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's evens to odds, then go to number 4. Evens, go to odds. Number 4. Run straight through. Alright, diagonal through. Oh no!
No, I had forgotten that I had to run through.
Shit happens. Alright, that tank buster going up. I'll be ready with clocks or spread. Either clocks or night parties, we'll see which one. Spread first, so go to your clock positions. Be ready. Wait for the green before you run in. Green means go, going out. Puddles. Now go to light parties. And wait for it. There we go. You gotta wait for just that moment. He's gonna hit the tail first, so be in front of him. Be ready to run through as soon as it happens. Now. Okay. Oh no!
Don't worry, I gotcha.
It's a very tight mechanic. It's really hard to get that just right. He's gonna do zigzags, so we're gonna start at 1. We're gonna stay here. Wait for the second hit first. 1, 2. Now sprint and run all the way to 3, and then just stay at 3.
I got clipped.
Wait for the last hit. 1 more. Now you can go to rolls. There you go.
Well,
Uh-oh.
I got clipped as I was on my way to the tower.
Yeah, that last one can trick you. Oh boy. But if you're alive, good job. Stay at Survive and Devour. Make sure you remember what you did. We're learning, we're gaming as we go.
Yeah. Master Ball.
Master Ball. Well, no.
Ah. Yeah, and I'm making you fight this thing.
Alrighty. Just a matter of getting Devour figured out and tightened up. I know y'all can do it. It's got to cut out the unnecessary. Here's a raid wide. All you gotta do is cut out the unnecessary movements during Devour and you can get it just right. It's typically better for Devour, by the way, to stay kind of inside, not go outside the green circles. Okay, here comes the first Ruby Glow stuff. Let's see, safe spot is actually... Oh, number 2. Watch out for the green. Ooh, I'm kinda close, aren't I? Speed is good. My bad, I'm being slow with the call out there. I was trying to figure out which one was the safe spot. I don't normally see number 2 and be safe. That was unusual. Tank Buster's moving out. Watch out for that. Start moving towards your roll tower if you need to. If that helps you out at all. Let's take melee, go to D. Healers are going to be on number 3. I go in now. Yeah, alright. See how quick we could adjust.
Okay.
Tank Buster going out. Alrighty. Toxic Crunch going out. Next should be Ruby Glow number 2, which is the double rush. Look at all this space we have between mechanics though, isn't that nice and smooth compared to Barbaricia? So much empty space just for DPSing. Ruby Glow number 2, hitting hard. Remember to watch out for the orange crystal first, then look for his butt. Start on orange. He's gonna stay over here on the safe side. Faint and knockback protect. Don't forget your knockback protect. You're gonna want it. Here we go. Alright, he's back in the middle again. Sonic Howl going out. A very small raid wide, after all. Still important. Okay, it's gonna be Ruby Glow 3 next. Ruby Glow number 3. Alright, alright. Look for the safe spots. Gonna be odds first. And then number 1 will be safe. So odds to evens, then go to number 1. Go to evens. Go to number 1. And run through. Gaming, we got it. Tank Buster going out. Go towards your clocks, be ready to position for that. I almost got smushed. I was paying attention. Totally paying attention. Get to be spread first, so get to your clock positions if you aren't already. Remember, you wait for the green before you run in. Run in. Bait puddles, bait puddles. Run out, fight parties. Wait for the green, wait. Wait, there you go. Okay, now we're good to spread out. Next should be tail, so make sure you're in front of him. As soon as the tail goes off, now. Go through now. You gotta like be like right at the edge of the halfway point, and it's gonna run through the moment you see the animation. They start by 4 until we see the pattern, which is gonna be circle. So we're actually gonna start on number 1 first. Then as soon as his first hit goes off, we're going to run to 2. Go to 2 now. 2, 3, number 4. Now sprint and run across. Right, straight across. Don't need to circle. Just run straight across to 4 and then hang out at 4. Make the last hit. And go now. Take up roll towers. We basically got this figured out. If somebody got eaten, that's okay.
Oh.
We've got to get the hang of this mechanic still. That's all it is. We are making progress. Those of you who survived, make sure you remember what you did next time you do this mechanic. If we have to. Did he eat the minion? I think he had a minion to eat, right?
Yeah,
Ruby Glow 4. Ruby Glow 4. Remember, Light Party 2 is going to go for the far crystal, and Light Party 1 will stay in. It's on, okay, it's on the other side. It's closer to the 1. So, Group 2 goes to near the 1, and Group 1 goes over to B, basically. Yeah. Basically. Okay, we messed up that 1 crystal, it looks like. Get behind him anyway.
Yeah.
And we messed up that crystal. I think you pretty much have to stand at the edge of the orange circle, and as soon as it turns greens, you can run out.
Yeah.
Today we're seeing that far. That's good. That's improvement.
And yeah, and our devour with the towers was almost
Almost
perfect.
perfect.
So what I'd recommend we do to change Devour, if you die or get stomped or whatever, and you know you're gonna be dead, call Otter type so I can fill your spot, but it's hard without voices. So like if you get hit, there's nothing left to play. You can't do damage, etc. You're out of the fight, right? Tentatively until you're res. But yeah, just call it out and I'll hit your spot because once again you saw there we were fine. Does that transition through?
Okay.
Let's see if I can do this macro still. Sure.
Okay, we got another pole.
Another polar too, yeah. Depending on how far we get. Hopefully we get farther rather than shorter. Alrighty. Let's just get to Devour again. I know we can do this, guys. I believe in you. It's believing in me that believes in you. On a cow, painting.
Up sure cat by mistake.
There's the Ruby Glow number 1. Look for the safe spot now. Safe spot is actually number 3. Number 3. Watch out for the green. Make sure you don't touch the puddle. Green is good, but you don't want to get in the green. You don't want to get sick. Very comfy, plenty of room. Remember the tanks will move out for you, so they'll just kind of hang out here in the corner. Tank Buster on Soul. Alright. Everybody start moving towards your roll towers now. Be ready to adjust for that, as needed. The melee go to B, and healers can stay on 4, while range goes to number 2. Wait. No, number 1. Number 1. You got it, you got it. You know what you're doing. Go in now. I got a little turned around is all. Don't mind me. Tank Buster going out. Okay, next Ruby Glow coming out. Should we, number 2, have a double rush? Yeah, there it is. Okay. There it is, Ruby Glow number 2. Gonna hit us. Remember, look for the orange spot first. Kind of stand in that area, and then look for the butt. Okay, we have to stand on the orange side first. You ready with a knockback protect? Make sure you have used it already. Used it. Knock on through. If you haven't already, hopefully you did. Alright, look, we're all alive. We all got this figured out, guys. It's on a cow hitting us. Gaming. You're ready for Ruby Glow number 3 to come out soon. Here's the hit. Look for the pattern. Remember, it's evens or odds first. It's evens first. And then the safe pot is going to be number 4. So evens, odds, and then 4. Wait for the explosion. Go to odds. Go to 4. I run through. Hey, we got it. Well done. Tank Buster going out. So we wear your tanks. You don't want to get smushed. I almost did. You near your clock positions? You ready for that? Here it comes. I'm gonna do clocks first, spread out, stay spread, and wait for the green. Okay, run in, bait the puddles mid. I'll go light party stacks. Light parties, go to B and D. Stay with your party, stay there. There we go, alright. Well done with the shake it off, I saw that. Stay in front. He's gonna do tail. Stay in front of him. As soon as it happens, now go through. Really fast, really snappy. I call out. I don't think I called out any faster than that. It's gonna start from 1, so we're gonna be on 3. It's gonna be a circle pattern, unfortunately. So we're going to number 4 first. Be ready to run into 1 for the first puddle, and then after the fourth puddle, we run across. Okay, going to 1, 2, 3, 4. Sprint and run, just right down the middle. Stay at 3. Wait for the last hit. Get to your roll tower now, quick. Look at that, guys. You got it through. All right. Pat yourself on the back. We survived Devour. Proggers.
Woo!
Here's a raid wine. Are you ready for that? I probably could have fainted because it's up, but oh well. Here's a 4th ruby glow.
With temperance now?
4th ruby glow. Look for the side that has 2 crystals. Light party 1 will be on the closer crystal, and then light party 2 will go to the far wall. So basically, group 2 goes to where 3 is at, and group 1 stays by the C, pretty much. It should turn green. There we go. Now, get in front of him. Get the other side. Run through to the other side. We'll be at the other side of the red wall. There we go. So look, now Ruby 4 complete. We got that one done. Just watch out for the green.
Yay! Ah!
Hey, see, we can learn. We got this. Tank Buster Andre, watch out for that.
Yeah, watch out for...
Okay, Toxic Crunch going out. Now Ruby 5 is going to be the hard one. Remember, Light Party 1 kind of goes to the left side of the arena, and Light Party 2 goes to the right. And you kind of want to make sure you're not standing with the orange quadrant. You need to wait for that to explode, then you run through. So go to the... Light Party 2, go towards B, and 1 go towards D. Now stand on the correct side of the orange, and wait for that to explode. Watch out, because the green will start growing. You have to spread as soon as that gets out. Run through to your spots. I went through a little too early, I think.
I went through a little too early.
But yeah, now you see how it looks. That's kind of how it goes. Basically, you kind of want group 1 to go to... Basically, you go to your light party stack first. And then you adjust for where the orange crystals are going to be at for where you don't die, pretty much. Right? And then after that explodes, then you run through. Well, hopefully you don't get clipped by the green. And then you pretty much you run from the orange exploding, you go to your spread position. Okay.
Yeah.
So first things first, let me go over it real quick as best I can. Like it's gonna be kind of like right there, kind of right here, kind of right here, and then kind of right there. We're gonna have a lockout anyways. So I might as well just go ahead and explain it. Like you pretty much start like you see the circle that's right next to one, that little circle on the ground where the normal mark would be at. Like you go to B and D, you go to your light party positions that you normally have, then you position correctly for like where the orange is going to explode. So you're on the correct quadrant for that alone. Don't worry about anything else at that point yet. As soon as the green crystals will start to expand, which means you're gonna have to kind of move a little bit away from melee range. Unfortunately, sucks for melee, sucks for tanks, but it's gonna happen. As soon as that orange quadrant explodes, then you immediately run to your spread position from there. Tanks will have to stay pretty much here on the 2 when they're on their half of the arena. Healers will run to the 3. Like, these marks won't be here, but just keep in mind this kind of area of like the square. Like, see the lines on the floor. Range will run all the way to the corner, and tanks will be there. And healers are just kind of like in the middle of them all. And we melee gotta go kind of in between the green circles, wherever is the safest spot for us to be between them. And that's about it. That's pretty much how that works. And then basically you spread out. The green puddles happen, like the green explosions happen on all of us because we're spread. Then we immediately collapse onto the healers. And then we immediately run to the melee spot. If that makes sense. It's a lot at once. That's why Ruby 5 is like the second prog point for most groups. Like you pretty much go to light parties, you resolve the orange quadrants so that you don't die to that, and then you go to your spread position.
Alright, well, it is 8:30, or rather 10:36.
Depending on where you're at. It is late for me, that's for sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which
But
means,
hey, we had a
Hey,
great prog.
progress.
Yeah.
I think tomorrow night we
We
can
locked
easily
in.
get it.
yeah, if we can
Yeah.
push through,
I mean, there's a part of me that was hoping to get the clear tonight, but I was also kind of worried about it because I'm not ready for P6.
yeah.
One more day to study
Like,
the.
I've only barely watched that video, like the first couple of phases, and I'm like, oh, that's a lot.
But yeah, for tomorrow, it's mostly just cleaning up and
Yep.
cleaning up like all those early mechanics, and then squeezing in, trying to get that clear. Then
Yes.
try to
And
push
then-
past us in Ruby 5.
Oh yeah. Now the first couple of pulls, maybe the first 20 minutes or so, I'm sure will be probably sloppy as we kind of remember. Okay, yeah, this is how the mechanic works. That's how that mechanic
Yeah.
works. So have a little patience with that. Just remember, just try to internally process what we saw today, and then
Yeah,
tomorrow we
I
can
know
probably get to Devour, get
we
through
were
it pretty
doing-
easily.
Yeah, and for a first time, actually, pretty much having everyone here, we're all doing pretty good as a team.
Hey, first time for the static meeting up. I like it. Y'all are pretty
Yeah,
awesome.
just
Our
find
healers are awesome. I
everyone.
love our tanks. Our other DPS are also all really good. I'm not the only one who's good here.
Yep.
'Cause I think I'm good. Judging by my spreadsheets over here.
Awesome.
Now you are very, very organized with when exactly you get your medications out. I love it. Like just hearing you plan out when you're going to use your medications. I'm like, holy shit! I'm glad I'm not a healer. You are so organized. I love it.
Yes.
I need to be better about using mine.
And of course, speaking of healing, third place in healing, yeah.
Damn warriors. But I mean, in judging by my spreadsheet numbers here, tracking it, quote, wink, wink. It looks to me like everyone's pretty much where they're supposed to be as far as like their roles go. Nobody's really like showing off as like being, you don't know your rotation or anything weird like that. I mean, honestly, as long as we get mechanics, we're good.
Has rotation issues.
I think Dancer is what it is.
For you,
Gunbreaker sucks for this fight.
your DPS, I would say, let me have a look at.
A lot of missed standard steps.
It can happen. It's something to get used to, especially with mechanics. I think in general we're all in the right place, at least, like as far as like compared to each other, compared to where the role is expected to be on the list.
Oh yes. Technically, we should. Please give us the forbidden ice.
What?
ICT, please. ICT numbers.
Oh, the forbidden spreadsheet.
Yeah.
I'll put that in the Discord for a little bit later once I figure this out.
Yeah. Awesome.
Let's just remember, this is still early days for some of us. No, so maybe I think some of us switched jobs for this, and if we did, that's okay. And also, we're getting used to the mechanics. I know personally, when I'm learning the mechanics to a fight, my DPS will absolutely suffer. I'll miss trick attacks. I'll forget to use Cassats correctly. It happens. I let my DPS suffer first, and then I let myself die second. If that makes sense. I'd rather have bad numbers than be dead, because you can't do any DPS when you're dead.
That's true. Not only that, but when you get rest, you also get penalized. So.
Oh yeah, and also getting your rotation perfect for certain things, like getting exactly when your trick should be. That's part of learning the fight too, because Devourer throws it off. Yeah. Tripping over my
Most
tongue.
groups,
Double rush.
You were holding for. Sorry, I think Ruby. What's the 50 split? Ruby 4.
Maybe.
Which
It's
Ruby
Ruby
did
3
you
when
want?
you use a knockback. You're holding, and it's
Oh,
fine if you hold.
The Ruby,
No,
yeah, that's what I do.
Knockback is Ruby 2.
Ruby 2 is exactly when I delay my burst, because normally Devour.
I was sync with you at least, because I had to push before pre-Devour 1 for cartridges for 2 minutes.
Oh man.
Which
Yeah.
it's fine. I mean, you can see. Do you run damage mirrors, or am I the only one that does it? I don't know how many y'all do.
I'm running my spreadsheets, wink wink.
But it is what it is. The fight's 10 minutes is the
yeah.
rage for death, so. I don't know, the only thing I could say constructive would be, I don't know if like necessarily y'all prefer to have people calling, because if you make one mistake in your call, or like half the group dies if it wasn't your call. I think we had like 1 or 2 instances of that, which wasn't bad, I guess, all things considered, but...
Yeah, the calls weren't bad.
I think I was doing
Yeah,
okay.
calls
I'm doing the
weren't
best I
bad.
can.
Yeah, and I mean, at the end of the day, whomever does the calling is also human, so of course the mistakes are bound to happen.
Yeah,
But
everybody
yeah,
makes
Drake,
mistakes.
you did an excellent job calling.
Yeah.
Hey,
The
well,
amount of times I made mistakes in callouts for E5S. Oh, those were beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Alright, well, take it easy.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, overall, good first day.
Not too bad at all. Not too
Yeah.
bad for the first day.
Not too bad at all. Yeah, good frog, everyone.
Yeah.
Well, then I am going to sleep. I'm going to hit the bed now.
I don't blame you. We're all a little bit tired. I think
Yeah.
a lot of what happens at prog is, at least in my experience, is a lot of the time, if you know the mechanics, we're just kind of being sloppy at executing them because after seeing the fight 20 times, you're gonna start slipping. It's gonna happen. Even if you're not necessarily tired, your brain is just kind of like, what?
Yeah.
You start spacing out. You start zoning out. You might notice my callouts probably are starting to slow down a little bit too. I'm not unaware of it.
Yeah. But hey, it's fine.
Yeah, normally for Ruby 2, I've been delaying my burst because at least casters in range can reach the boss still pretty easily. But for me, like I'm like half melee, and I know Reapers don't have a lot of range options. So like I started delaying until right after the double rush happened. And then also for me as well, because Ninja is very, very, very busy during their burst, so it makes it harder for me to use Feint and Knockback Protect. So I just kind of started delaying my burst, and I focused on making sure Feint and Knockback Protect are up. And then as soon as I'm back to melee range, I'm going hard. So if anybody wants to delay their burst after double rush, go ahead. I don't know how if Gunbreaker can manage to delay it without or not, but I guess he's not in the call anymore.
Yeah. Man, no, I think I've gotten Devour down now.
Yeah. I mean, we did pretty well with both types of the Devour. Devour, so.
Alright, now those that are remaining in the party, all I have to say is get off my lawn.
Get off my lawn. Damn, dude, damn. I'm not even on a lawn. I'm in the street outside my FC.
Hey. Here's how I listed this. The party is my lawn.
Alright. Well, good night, everyone. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, see ya.
Oof. Alright, I'm gonna close that call now. Alright, streamers. Anybody fueling to watch me, be completely fail it as a raid leader? Anybody laughing at just how bad I am on my rotation? I hope y'all are here and having some fun lurking in the chat. That was a little bit of a rough group, I'll admit. Because we're all fresh to the group. We're all fresh to the group, fresh to each other. We're not used to each other yet. What's the raid? That's not correct. What is that one emote? I always get confused in my emotes. Was it this one? I don't remember them anymore. What's this one? No. That's the one. Looking for that emote. I mean, judging by my fancy little spreadsheets, I think honestly everyone was doing pretty good, especially since we got through the Devourer. Not the last pull, but the second to last pull. I think is part where we did really, really good. The last pull could probably have used a little bit of cleanup, but we definitely saw all the way to Ruby 5. That was really nice. I think that's it for my stream tonight. Anybody might have been lurking. Tune in tomorrow for more static rating. Assuming, I'm just gonna opinionate openly here. Just if we're even sticking with them, if Aesthetic is even going to stick around and keep going. I mean, it doesn't seem like anything's going to break apart just yet, but I don't know. We'll see how things go. We'll see if the second tank sticks around. We'll see if the healers are really happy with being with us. If the DPS aren't unhappy with us, we'll see. So catch y'all next time on the stream. Peace out. Make sure you keep an eye on my Twitter. Give me a like, follow, and all that goodness. Yeah. Peace out. See you. Peace out. See you.